Welcome to the world, no heroes and villains. Welcome to the war, we've only begun. So pick up your weapon and face it. There's blood on the ground, go and take it. You get one shot to make it out alive. So higher and higher you chase it. It's deep in your bones, go and take it. This is your moment, now is your time. So prove yourself and rise, rise. Make them remember you. Push through heaven. Rise, rise. They will remember you. Welcome to the climb up, reach for the summit. Visions brave, the one false step lead the end. So higher and higher you chase it. It's deep in your blood, go and take it. This is your moment, take to the skies, go. Prove yourself and rise, rise. Make them remember you. Push through heaven. Rise, rise. They will remember you. It is you fight among the dead, beneath the dirt. Or do you know yet? Or do you want it? And when the giants call to ask you what you're worth, or do you know yet? We don't die. Prove yourself and rise, rise. Make them remember you. Push
this. Come and run again. You wanna dose of this right now? It's KDA. I'm a goddess with a blaze. 소리처럼 내 이름 잊지 못하게 loud 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 loud. I could take you to the top. 절대 멈추지 못해. 내가 끝내주는 bad gal gal gal. And when I start to talk that oh you know how to react. I'm a picture perfect face with that wild in my veins. You can hear it in my growl 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 growl. So keep your eyes on me now. 무엇을 보든 좋아할 거야. 다 할 수 없는 래퍼. 나와 되길 원한 늘 확신해. We got it all in our hands now. So can you handle what we're all about? We're so tough. Let's get it, show you out. Can you feel the rush now? Ain't nobody bringing us down, 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 down. They could try, but we're gonna wear the crown. You could go another round, 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 round. Wish you luck, but you're not bringing us down. Go hard, till we get it, we go hard. We so in it, we pop stars. Only winning, winning. Ain't nobody bringing us down, 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 down. You ready for this?
Let's go.
See, 언제든지 내 모습 매직 단 한 번에 내가 잡아 절대 기죽지 않지 펴펴 네가 뭘 알아 견딜 수 없어 원해도 원하는 게 얼굴에 보여 I'm troubling you running it I'm so cold when I move that way you gon' be so blown I'm the realest in the game said I'm on fire with the blade you're about to hear my name ringing in your head like whoa so keep your eyes on me now 무엇을 보든 좋아할 거야 We so tough let's get it show you out Can you feel the rush now? Ain't nobody bringing us down, 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 down. They could try, but we're gonna wear the crown. You could go another round, 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 round. Wish you luck, but you're not bringing us down. Go hard, till we get it, we go hard. We so in it, we pop stars. Only winning, winning. Ain't nobody bringing us down, 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 down. 난 멈추지 않아. We go hard. We pop stars. Ain't nobody bringing us down, 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 down. They could try, but we're gonna wear the crown. You could go another round, 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 round. Wish you luck, but you're not bringing us down. Go hard, till we get it, we go hard. We so in it, we pop stars. Only winning, winning. Ain't nobody bringing us down, 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 down.
Hello and welcome back to Shadow Isles Week 10
The
GRLCS.
final regular season week.
Final regular season deciding who makes it to quarterfinals against
There are some teams that are already locked in.
Yeah.
There are some teams that are locked out. But going into this week of Shadow Isles, there are 4-4-4 teams, I believe. So that competition for that last spot is pretty intense. Also, No Apologies could lose this week, which would put them at a 5-4 record, meaning there would start to be some head-to-head and potentially tiebreaker stuff with the teams that are 4-4 if they win and also become 5-4.
Yeah.
So if No Apologies, sorry. I say zero apologies because of the tag. So if No Apologies loses this week, they could also potentially be in these various tiebreaker situations.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting. Are you ready to get into our first game?
Yeah, let's get into it.
So we are going to have on the blue side Lance Neck with a score of 1-7. In the top lane we have Iron Man Fan 34 on Gnar. In the jungle we have Moose 9068 on Jax. In the mid lane we have the White Shadow on Zillion, and in the bot lane, we have Gar of the Sand and Shaster 15 on Ashbrom.
Over on the red side, we have Unnecessary Roughness, Dillinger in the top lane on Alawi, Mesner in the jungle on Sejuani, Swampfire in the mid lane on Vladimir, and Goosey and Dr. Siggy Wiggy in the bot lane on Kaisa and Thresh. And it looks like both teams are doing pretty much an even spread. Landsneck didn't do it like exactly 5 points. They do have their jungler towards the bot side with the Braum, and so as such they're not guarding that top entrance. But luckily for them, UXR is just doing the typical 5 point, not invading.
Dillinger not really prone to doing those invades, especially on this Alawi champion. So we are seeing a bit of a mix around on UXR's lineup. They still have all of their starting members on. It's just Dr. Siggy Wiggy, who usually is their mid laner, is now in the support role. Swampfire kind of just doing his own thing, and we see Dillinger back in the top lane. He kind of left there for a bit. Yeah.
They did have like a little bit of like, I think one roster change and like one player swap like earlier, right? Yeah, a few weeks ago maybe. And they've moved who's starting in which positions since then. All right, so it looks like Moose 9068 going to be starting the red buff, Sejuani starting the blue buff. Sejuani, I believe that this game is on the current patch, meaning that Cinderhulk's buff has actually gone through. It was supposed to be a 9.7. They accidentally didn't ship it, basically. I think there might have been a micro patch at the end, apparently, to put it in. But this is the new patch. This is for sure in. And not to mention Sejuani's buff to her max health. She has damage based on her health, on her flail. They increased that by 2% of her max health. So.
And then on the other side, Gnar also got buffed this patch. His level 1 ult comes up 30 seconds faster, his level 2 ult comes up 40 seconds faster, and his level 3 ult comes up 50 seconds faster at 30 seconds.
And it's still kind of gated by his passive. When he goes Mega, he's Mega for 15 seconds. Afterwards, he can't generate Rage for another 15 seconds. So from the moment he turns Mega, he has like a 15-second window to ult. Then he has 15 seconds where he can't stack it at all. Then it takes roughly 8 to 15 seconds to stack it again. So it's essentially just up 100% of the time when you go Mega. Not 100. Okay, sorry, that sounds wrong.
No,
it's up every time you go Mega, once per Mega.
No, you were completely right with the, like, it sounded wrong, but you're still correct with that statement.
It's up every time you go Mega.
Yeah, so it's you're still only going to get it off about once every team fight, but you are going to have it every team fight now. Versus
every single team fight. If you go Mega, you are always like have a chance to use it for a pick. You go Mega again, you can use it for a skirmish or a team fight or whatever. Just a lot more Gnar ults every time he goes Mega, and I like that because when you don't have your ult up before, they're honestly nice.
That's going to be a hook from Dr. Siggy onto Shaster. He is going to be using his Unbreakable, and he is going to be able to walk out. No summoner is used by Gar of the Sand as well. But Dr. Siggy might be stunned up here, has to flash away.
Yeah, wow. It's actually surprising. They were putting so much damage onto Shaster there. But Gar of the Sand, he knew that he was full. He knew that Shaster was the one that they had been putting all their cooldowns onto. He stepped forward past the Braum and started autoing onto Siggy Wiggy. Shaster threw down a Q as he was retreating, and that almost led to a stun and potentially a lot of damage. Shaster was still close enough for an ignite. They still had the heal. They could have turned it.
But it does look like we're going to have a 2v2 up in this top lane.
They missed the spirit.
Going to be missing the spirit pool, but Mesner is going to, not Mesner, Moose is going to have to back out from Mesner's W. I don't actually know what that is called.
Which W? Sorry.
Sejuani W.
I just call it the flail. You know, let's learn something new about Sejuani. Let's see. Winter's Wrath. There you go.
Interesting.
Let's make sure we're directed camera. Okay, so that's what they buffed this patch. Not to mention they buffing Cinderhulk. So Sejuani's probably in a decent spot, even though she did get some nerfs, previously.
Gar of the Sand,
one auto away from that passive.
That would have been a lot of damage if Goosey was able to get that last auto.
Yeah, and Siggy Wiggy has Ignite, and the first Thresh auto of a trade is always pretty high damage. So I mean, between like a flash auto ignite, that could have been a kill.
That is going to be the hook from from Dr. Sticky Wiggy onto Shasta. Shasta stepping up a bit too far. Ignite going to be coming off, but the stun on Shasta on Dr. Sticky Wiggy as well. Guard the Sand going really low though. 3 members in the spot lane, extremely low. Guard the Sand still does have heal though.
Man, that was getting very close. Shasta was ignited, low health, and was 2 autos away, or a W away from Kaisa from dying. Not to mention, Siggy Wiggy was also 1 Shasta Q away from dying there as well, but he was able to get behind some minions and his AD carry to block that Q. So both bot lanes going very low there. But everyone walking away unscathed. Ignite gets burned. Shasta still has his Ignite though.
Yeah, so Landsnack Landsnack has all of their sums still. Meanwhile, on the side of UXR, only Goosey has Flash left.
Yeah. Wow, so like, and the fact that they're this close in CS, although Gar of the Sand might, so I'd say that like Snek in the bot lane is ahead at the moment, but that might not be the case for very long because Gar did stay to catch back up in CS there. He's going to be backing now, so he'll fall a little behind.
We do have a gank from Messner onto the White Shadow. He does have ultimate, so he isn't really in any risk of dying.
I mean, Zillion is a hard champion to kill. My lord, that's the whole can't kill you in the Zillion meme. Yeah. He's got the double bomb, he's got the double speed boost or double slow, whichever one he thinks is better.
Or both of them at the same time.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's what I'm saying. He's got the double bomb, he's got the double slow / speed boost, and he's got the ult. Yeah. And all in all, it makes him a pretty hard champion to kill. Thus the whole like chrono shift, can't kill you in the Zillion dance. Oh, I love that thing.
But yeah, so White Shadow taking more of a passive, I don't want to call Zillion a passive mid laner because he definitely does a lot of damage with those time bombs.
He does, but I think he's a champion where his damage definitely needs some items. I'm pretty sure that a big chunk of the time bomb damage is like in the AP ratio, which is why like if you see a Zillion get fed or a Zillion late game, he can like chunk someone for half their health with like 1 time bomb. Just double bomb like an AD carry late game, and if you land it, they just get nuked. Because see, it's still not doing that much yet, and unfortunately he's against. I mean, it's decent.
It's still definitely decent damage, but
the unfortunate thing though is it's good like bomb damage, right?
Yeah.
But it's not something that he can sustain like over like enough to actually kill somebody.
Especially
at the
someone
game.
like Vladimir.
Yeah, exactly. Especially someone like Vladimir. Late game, the cooldown starts to get low enough that he can really throw out a lot of bombs, and the fact they're AoE and it's team fights means it can be a lot of damage. Ooh, bot lane might be in trouble.
Yeah, that's going to be the hook. Dr. Siggy Wiggy lands onto Guard of the Sand, but it doesn't look like he's going to engage. Meanwhile, Iron Man Fan 34 having quite a hard time in the spot lane, getting down about half CS.
Yeah, no, he's currently down 30 CS. He's got a big wave under his tower, and it looks like it didn't help him catch up hardly at all. I don't know if he missed the CS or was zoned off it or was just already that behind to begin with. Shasta might get flanked by Siggy Wiggy here, getting low.
But that Iron Man Fan 34 might that's going to be the Gnar, and he is going to be able to pick up first blood, a solo kill for him onto Dillinger.
All right, so down a crap ton of CS, but he was harassing him quite a bit. Dillinger was under half health going into that that duel, I guess, right there in the top lane. And he goes Mega and jumps on him. Mega does a lot of damage. Yeah, no, and that's something I forgot to finish saying earlier. Hold on, we might have a fight here in the bot lane. Both junglers are down here.
I find it kind of surprising that they decided not to finish destroying that ward. But that is going to be the Enchanted Crystal Era coming out. That's going to be Moose getting stunned up by Mesner, but that's going to be the Frozen Prison going on to Ash. Meanwhile, Dr. Siggy Wiggy goes down to Moose, but that's going to be Goosey using his ultimate. Moose is going to get stunned up and go down to Dr. Siggy Wiggy from the Ignite. Shasta is low, and that's going to be the teleport coming out from Iron Man Fan 34. Mesner and Goosey have to walk out of this now, but that's going to be Iron Man Fan 34 trying to find it.
The fight
Swampfire's here. That's going to be the flash from Mesner, and Shasta is going to be going down to Swampfire, and now Iron Man Fan 34 has to flash out. He's going extremely low. That's going to be the flash from Swampfire. 1 auto away. He is about to get Mega Gnar though, and Swampfire is going to have to back out, and Iron Man Fan 34 barely survives.
Yeah, Swampfire flashes for the enhanced Q there, as well as gets off an auto, but it's still not just enough to kill Iron Man Fan 34. But yeah, we see 2 members go down on Snek, only 1 member going down on the side of unnecessary retribution.
Yeah.
It looks like they're also going to get the dragon for it.
A lot of good rotations from UXR. Swampfire immediately started heading there as soon as he saw the fight break out. It just so happened that he got there as Iron Man Fan 34 was also teleporting in. So it was definitely able to turn the fight for them there.
Yeah. Anyway, like I was saying about dear old Gnar earlier, a thing like that's nice about that buff for him outside of just having it up every time you go Mega is previously if you didn't have the ultimate, you really just preferred to stay mini because it was nice to have AoE perma slows on people and be able to deal a good amount of single target damage and kite. And if you didn't have Gnar, you know, and I say Gnar as in the ultimate, 'cause it's just also called Gnar. If you didn't have Gnar's ultimate up, there sometimes just didn't feel like a lot of reason to go Mega. And that's why over the last few patches, they've buffed Mega Gnar's resistances. They lowered the cooldown a little bit on Wallop, the AoE stun, and now they've lowered it to where late game he will have his ultimate up every time he goes Mega. Just trying to not buff Mini Gnar because it is cancer when Mini Gnar is really good. It is impressive in lane and it can duel any champion.
You are not wrong there.
It is very strong when it's strong. They've leaned into buffing Mega Gnar in little ways over the last few patches. So we'll see if this game gets to late game how Iron Man Fan does on this new Gnar.
Yeah.
Sorry to talk about Gnar so much, but it's a big change, especially in a
quite a big
GRLCS meta like this, where a lot of teamfight champions, even if they're not picked regularly by pros, can be rather good. And like I like to call anything below professional play, but like that's competitive and organized. This semi-organized, right? Like obviously things will work for us in this league and in pretty much any tournament you play that's not professional that aren't meta. I mean, hell, even pros sometimes pick out off meta stuff and do well. Like that guy that was from that wild card like Brazil team who was playing the brand support, and he started wrecking people, and everyone was like, "Holy crap, who is this guy?" So like, you can still do those things at pro levels, you know. It's just less likely to work, especially because people are so effective at adapting and executing the little counters.
So we are seeing UXR sitting in that bot side bush, stealing this red buff for Goosey, which is going to be quite big for him.
Yeah, and not only have they stolen it, but now it looks like they're trying to get aggressive. Sejuani's taking these Krugs. They might be looking for a dive. He does have his ultimate.
That is going to be the hook from Dr. Sticky Wiggy, but it is onto Shaster. It doesn't look like he's going to... You okay?
Yep, just clear my throat. I'm good.
Shaster, Braum is one of those champions that is just so hard to deal with sometimes, especially for someone like Dr. Sticky Wiggy.
Oh, they see this edge.
The Unbreakable just does so much, but that's going to be the boss when we have the Enchanted Crystal Air, but that's going to be the Braum ultimate. Shaster going extremely low. Goosey is going to be using the ultimate to get in. The Frozen Prison goes a bit wide from Guard of the Sand. Guard of the Sand is still at full health, does have heal up as well.
He's in trouble potentially.
They were looking for the dive, but but that's going to be the Flay. That's going to be Mesmer trying to use the Winter's Flail, but Dr. Sticky Wiggy going extremely low. One auto attack away.
Yeah. Whew. Things getting pretty close there in the bot lane, but they do pick up the kill onto Shaster. He survived a lot longer than I thought he would. Megara didn't even have his heal up during that to help save him. But he's gonna go down. Gara's gonna put down some damage on the members. Oh, Moose near the top lane.
We do see Moose. That's gonna be Dillinger flashing away. He is gonna get the Spirit Pull, and that's gonna be the ultimate coming out. He still goes down.
There were 2 tentacle slaps on him, and that was enough. This Alawi only has the Phage, but that was all it took. Moose 9068 doesn't have any armor. I guess he did not use his ultimate. It looks like the ultimate is still up. I think that was just which provides, armor and magic resist. And he didn't have his counter strike to reduce AoE damage, so completely unmitigated damage coming out of this Alawi. Even without a lot of items, still enough to just nuke Moose 9068 from like half health.
It was also a bit unfortunate. He had jumped over to one of the tentacles to get out of the ult range, but when he ulted all the tentacles, and he was still on the tentacle, so that tentacle still hit his real body while like 3 tentacles hit his spirit. He just disappeared.
All right, so let's do a little state of affairs. We've got pretty substantial CS leads in the top lane and in the bot lane. We've also got a kill lead in the bot lane. Mid laners are pretty even in CS right now, but Vlad has picked up a kill. Ooh, there's a fight onto Iron Man fan here. Here's
I
Mesmer.
think he is completely fine. Mesmer, I
flash.
don't think he needed to flash there, but Moose is in trouble right now. He is going to flash away. That is going to be the Zillion ult coming out.
We're not going to finish him off. Smart decision.
Yeah, Goosey is instead going to burn flash to get away. And
Swampfire's looking for Moose and White Shadow.
That's
He
going
knows
to
he
be a
doesn't have
chemo
his
play
ultimate.
coming out right now. The pool coming out, but it doesn't look like Swampfire is going to be able to pick up the kill. Waited for that Q to come back up and then picked it up.
It looked like White Shadow was trying to look for the stun on Vladimir with turret aggro, but he doesn't land the stun. He throws them down before the pool ends, and he sticks around, getting himself killed there. So, wow. So things have changed now. There's even more CS and kill advantage to the mid laner. They were rather close in CS prior to that, but now that's a pretty big lead. Looking at a little over a 4K gold lead for Unnecessary Roughness at just 15 minutes.
Yeah.
This game was honestly pretty passive until about the 13-minute mark. There were only 4 kills overall after 12 minutes, and just like slight CS leads and maybe 1 kill lead here or there. So I mean, Stek's been playing this like pretty safe. That
is going to be the flash from Dr. Sticky Wiggy. Guard the Sand is going to flash and kill. Shaster tanking up the hook, but it isn't enough. Dr. Sticky Wiggy is going to be able to pick up a kill with another Ignite onto Guard of the Sand.
And they were playing pretty safe, but not only were they playing pretty safe, but UXR was just, waiting for this moment. They finally kind of hit this sort of mid-game. They're starting to have a few items, and they're starting to play much more aggressively than they did in the very early stages of this game. They played it passively. They waited to get some of their, their crucial items, few kills here and there where they could from ganks. And now they're moving around the map, making aggressive plays, and starting to push this lead that they've accrued.
Yeah, and this has been the story for Snek this entire season. They've done very well in the early game, sometimes even coming out with a lead, but they don't know how to play this mid game as well as they should be, which it does take some accustom. They have a very strong early game, especially in this bot lane. Guard of the Sand does very well to at least stay close to even and not fall too far behind. But as the game progresses and progresses, their CS deficit just hurts them more and more.
Starts to hurt them. Gotcha. Okay, Moose is hovering in the top side. They put down the Herald. They did take the Herald during some of that action previously, so that was, good on them to pick up an objective. But they're getting close to 6K gold down 2 dragons, down 2 towers. They're not going to get a tower top lane. Kaisa, Goosey did roam up. Sejuani was also nearby. Things were not looking good for them. They know they're behind. They know they can't make that fight even with the Herald around. So that Herald kind of just gets burned. And we just see the lead continue to grow in favor of Unnecessary Roughness.
Yeah,
here.
with the bad
I keep
aim.
almost saying Unlucky Retribution because of the UR. That's why there's the UXR. Unnecessary Roughness is like the little referee doing the call. I do like that logo.
Stop being unnecessarily rough.
Exactly.
Yeah, with about a 6K gold lead in UXR's favor, they are the favorite to win this. After all, I believe they are 2nd seed right now.
Unnecessary Roughness, yes, is 7-1 with first seed in Shadow Isles being 8-0 as of week 9.
As of week 9, yes.
So they are, I believe, like totally locked for quarterfinals. But if they were,
but that is going to be the Alario coming. Shasta taking a lot of damage right now. Dillinger tried to do what he can. The Frozen Prism missing just a bit. Dillinger is going to be going down. Then the White Chow using the ultimate. Early.
He did use it pretty early. I think it was a little early, but it does have a lowish cooldown at this stage in the game.
But Iron Man Fan 34 is just getting 1v1'd by Goosey right now. He did some damage.
Yeah, they did buff Stormrazor this patch as well. That's another thing to mention. They recognized that Kaisa was like the only AD carry building Stormrazor.
Yeah.
But they said that despite that, that like her being okay right now, like she's like a solid AD carry right now. And they mentioned that even though they know that would be like a buff to Kaisa, that they did want to. Oh, Sigiwigi's here for the dive. So is Swampfire coming up on the Vladimir. The tower's about to go down. The Iron Man fan's in trouble.
Yeah, there's not much that he can do. He does get the Gnar off, gets the stun onto Dr. Siggy but really just not much he can do there.
But yeah, so they did buff Stormrazor a bit. They want other AD carries to
They gave
start
it,
building
I believe they gave it a bit more damage and a bit more attack speed.
So they gave it a bit more attack speed, and they made the on-hit passive better. I think they made the slow better, as well as making the static shiv proc that when you proc it, do the slow as well. So you can do a ginormous AoE slow with Storm Razor Static Shiv, I think, is the change. If that's off, someone in chat can correct me, but I believe it was an attack speed buff and a buff to the way the Anya thing
Moose
moves.
is in trouble here right now between basically all the members of UXR and is going to have to flash away, but that's going to be a hook from Dr. Sticky Wiki. He is going to go in. That's going to be the bombs coming out, but the Crown Shift is going to save him. That's going to be Dillinger whiffing his ultimate, only getting one on, but he does end up getting the kill onto Shaster. And Swampfire coming in now. That's going to be a double kill for him. He's already killed Goose, but he is going really low. Iron Man Fan 34 doing a lot of damage. One more on it. That is going to be the shutdown. But it doesn't look like UXR is done just yet. They might be looking for another hook. However, Goosey isn't there right now.
Yeah, they don't have... I mean, I guess Dillinger does do a fair amount of damage. But they don't have their biggest damage dealers here. Swampfire is dead. Goosey is still on his way around through the jungle, picking up more and more monies. 202 now, has the Storm Razor, the Gwinsus, and the Boots. 3 items at 20 minutes. And the gold lead just keeps on growing, getting close to 8k now in favor of Unnecessary Roughness. 4 towers up. They have 2 Oceans and an Infernal. Things are not looking good for Snack. I don't think we're going to get to see late game Gnar this game at the rate that this is going.
Probably not. It does feel like he still is going to be having ults.
He does. It's still more
mostly.
frequently. I mean, he does still build Black Cleaver. So the fact that they've lowered the ultimate cooldown to what it is now, and that is getting reduced by 20%, it's pretty low. I'm pretty sure the way that Gnar ult works, whenever you start using Gnar abilities at the end of Mega Gnar, it will stall the end of Mega Gnar. And I think if you take like Ultimate Hunter on Gnar, you can proc Mega Gnar with your ultimate, and the last thing you do as Mega Gnar can be the ultimate again.
Would that be 65 CDR on the ult or 60 CDR?
So if you built 40, oh hold on, we have
but that is going to be
fight on the
Moose just in a bad position is just going to be going down to Swampfire.
He starts
Not much
backing, he gets found, he gets flayed, and Goosey and Swampfire are here to nuke him. And now the jungler's down, and Baron is looking like it's pretty free. 22-minute Baron. It doesn't look like they can contest this. They've got 2 members in the bot lane pushing that tower. They've got their jungler down. So the top laner is just going to clear away this minion wave, and it looks like Zillion's going to clear away a bit of vision.
Yeah.
But Baron is over in favor of Unnecessary Roughness. Almost a 10k gold lead getting there, like 9.3-ish roughly. Not going to do the math that hard. It's big. The gold lead is big.
It's big. It's 9k to be exact.
Yeah, 9k to be exact. Okay, my bad. I think that got helped because they took the tower.
Yeah.
But they take the tower, they're backing. They're going to try to get back here to assist their team and protect this inhibitor. They've got Jax down in the bot side, gonna go look for like a little bit of vision, maybe a flank, a little bit of that remaining jungle.
But it isn't looking very good for Landsnack right now. They are very far behind. They can't really deal with anything. They lost that 4v5 earlier when Goosey wasn't there. He was their main source of damage.
All right, Siggy Wiggy going under the tower here, taking a bit of damage. He's gonna back up. The tower's about to go down. There's out the hook. It lands on a minion.
Yep. Mininar, I don't want to say is mobile, but is decently mobile.
Yeah. I mean, he gets the speed boost from the hyper procs. Oh, they hooked on the Gnar.
But that's
Can he get a good ultimate here?
Arrow. He doesn't have the Hobbin, but he is going to be flashing it. That is going to be a 3-man Gnar. Only one person gets stunned up though, and he is going to be going down. Meanwhile, the White Shadow is going to be able to use the Chrono Shift to save him for just a bit longer. But that is going to be Shasta 15 going down as well. Now the White Shadow is getting engaged on by QC. QC is going to be using his ultimate. That's the triple kill.
I said that was a good Gnar, but I realized that he used Wallop before he went in.
Yeah.
You want to save that Wallop for after the Gnar, because even the people that you throw that don't get stunned against the wall are like briefly kind of stunned from the displacement, and you can land your Wallop, which is like a second long stun. That's AoE.
Yeah, but it does look like this game is just completely over.
Oh yeah, they get aced. They rush down that inhibitor. They have the Baron. 4 members still alive. Siggy is the only one who would go down in that fight.
Yeah. But
this out.
It does look like that is going to be UXR locking in second place.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yes. Well, so
there isn't anything.
Yeah. Okay. So because
anything
TLM could lose to get money,
but they
boys,
still win the head-to-head.
But the record would be tied, and they do have the head-to-head. There's no way for a 3-way tie to occur at the 7-1. I guess it would be 8-1.
Yeah.
Like match record. So for sure they have locked themselves in for second place. There's nothing that can be done about that. And for sure, TLM is locked in for first. But the TLM Get Money Boys matchup still does matter because Get Money Boys is one of those 4-4 teams. So that's a win they need to pick up if they hope to clutch that 4th seed.
Yeah, for sure. We are going to be taking a short 5-minute break, and then we are going to be getting into our second game, which is going to be No Apologies versus OSU, so don't go anywhere.
Yes.
Did you move these? I was like,
No, I don't think I moved it.
Hello and welcome back to GRLCS Week 10 Shadow Isles stream bonanza.
Spring 2019 quarterfinal seeding.
It's the last week of the regular season.
Exactly.
So we just saw Unnecessary Roughness beat Land Snack, locking themselves into that second seed.
Locked to second. TLM
I think they were locked into
first.
second seed before the game.
Yeah, I guess they were, because the third seed could not match their record either. So they were locked for second.
However, this game does have some some playoff implications.
Because No Apologies is only sitting at 5-3.
Yeah.
So were they to lose this game, they could be tied up in head-to-head tiebreaker situations or best of 3 situations with some of the 4-4 teams that we've yet to see play.
Yeah. So,
we've yet to see play.
So
yeah.
You ready to get into this?
I am.
Okay. So, on the blue side, we have a disconnection. on the blue side, we have No Apologies. In the top lane, we have Pennywise on Renekton. In the jungle, we have End on Sejuani. In the mid lane, we have Pwnstar on Lux. And in the bot lane, we have Wimpy and the Zister on Kai'Sa Alistar.
Over on the red side, we've got the Piltover Pokes. In the top lane, those are not the top laners. We need to rearrange them. In the top lane, we've got Majestic Emu on Malphite. In the jungle, we've got Brinticus on Jarvan. Kilgar in the mid lane on Zillion. OSU Alarm and Celercia in the bot lane on Varus and Nami.
No.
I like Nami.
So, we are seeing OSU go for a just stack the pixel brush strat, which is kind of interesting.
I mean, sometimes it could work, especially if you have like a Thresh or a Braum. Someone walks up to ward the pixel brush, you hit them with some CC as they walk towards the bush. You can maybe cheese a kill that way. But that's not going to happen this time. Plus, they don't really have the comp for it, honestly. I guess you could get a bubble, maybe.
I mean,
Bubble's not as good as Blitz Pull or Thresh Hook.
Or Pike Hook
Pull,
or Nautilus.
Right.
Or...
It's really nice when you can not only CC them, but pull them slightly closer to your team in one ability when you were talking level 1 invade stuff.
Yeah.
That's a big part of why Bard is a pretty good invader and Morgana's a pretty good invader. She's got long range and long duration CC. That's pretty good. And then you've got Bard who can stun 2 people at a range. As well as if you hit someone and they flash, sometimes it'll like follow them and stun on a wall that they flash near. Bard Q's fun. This is Renekton before the patch, by the way. This is on 9.7. So Renekton is not yet buffed.
I didn't even read the patch notes too much. I haven't played League since the patch.
I will let you know that they did buff a few top laners, such as Fiora and Renekton.
I saw the Fiora buffs.
I think actually a big part of why they decided to buff them was because of the buffs that they made to it was because of the buffs they made to Bramblevest and Thornmail. Renekton and Fiora are champions that to a degree rely on some self-healing. Fiora heals, for instance, from her ultimate and every time she triggers her passive proc. So her and Renekton of course heals a ton with his Q. That's like a notable part of the champion.
Well, I feel like half the top laners got buffed last patch. Well, I guess this patch.
I mean, a number of them. But
most of the patch notes were, this top laner gets this top laner gets that, and I think it's
they also
because
buffed
of
like a Moo.
Okay, a Moo just wasn't really a champion. I mean, a Moo was a champion, but
I
definitely
think his changes are pretty nice for him. The quality of life thing with bandage toss makes him way more in line with like current stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Warwick Q follows, Quinn dash follows, Rek'Sai ult follows. So now the bandage toss follows.
I mean, that could definitely be, assuming, say for example, Moo bandage tosses the ADC, QSSs and flashes away. That could be extremely good for an Amumu with Thirst of the
or
Sand
with
moment.
champions like Ezreal and Tristana, who you could hit the binding and they could jump. Oh, Zister going in onto Alarm here, but he gets ignited, has to run away. He's gonna have to flash.
Yeah.
He engages, and it turns out being a little too bold. Brinticus here gonna run into Pennywise.
Yeah, Pennywise is going to be dashing through, gets the stun up on him, End is also there, but it doesn't look like they are going to be taking this fight.
Yeah, Malphite and Sejuani, pretty tanky champions. Brinticus. Jarvan and Renekton pretty bruisery champions, but I'd say that Renekton definitely has the priority over the Jarvan here.
Yeah. Brenticus also in a bit of
that's a stun and a heal. They also throw down the hail of arrows, maybe? I don't remember what it's called. Rain of arrows?
I think it's Rain of Arrows.
Ended Pennywise here, trying to invade some Krugs, trying to chase Brenticus off.
Yeah, this is what I was watching when you saw the fight. They've been doing this dance in this topside jungle for the past since they came in there. But it does look like Kilgar might have just DC'd, and Pwnstar is going to be picking up the kill because of that. But that's going to be the flash from Pennywise. He is going to go on Brenticus. Brenticus is going to flash away, but End is going to be picking up the kill. So already a bad start for this OSU, down about 500 gold at 5 minutes. But it does look like End is going to be continuing to invade Brenticus' jungle. He ended up getting the Krugs. Brenticus did end up getting the red buff, but that's going to be the sister engaging onto OSU Alarm. OSU Alarm is going to use the Hail of Arrows on. He is going to flash away, but that's going to be Wimpy flashing in, getting the kill onto OSU Alarm. Very good job by the sister with that engage, got the stun. Celercia put the bubble where he was, not where he would have been. So very, like, it's the whole give and take with Nami. Like, where do you put it when you're playing against an Alistar? Do you put it where he is, or do you put it where your ADC is?
Yeah, because you think he might be dashing pretty shortly, or flashing pretty shortly, like onto the AD carry. All of his CC does put him in harm's way.
Yeah. Basically, what you want to do when you see an Alistar is lock in Morgana, is what I'm hearing. That way, your ADC's in at least a better position than just getting flashed on, queued, and then Wing away. But the Nami pick is just such an interesting pick into Alistar. It's very hard to play. It's like you can play against it, and if you're very good at Nami, it works really well. But if the Alistar is good at predicting what you're going to do, it makes it so much harder to play that champion.
But Pwnstar coming down here towards the bot lane. Maybe trying to look for something. He's chasing down Brenticus. Looking for a kill, perhaps? Is that going to be enough damage? Oh, he doesn't get the pull! The Flag and Drag doesn't go down, and that is what kills him. By not getting the flag, and it looked like the Flag and Drag failed because he threw down the QE at max range. But the way that, you know, walls and like things like that work, I think... Can the standard land in walls, or does it get pushed outside of the wall?
It gets pushed outside.
Okay, so I think he threw it down at max range, which happened to be on that wall, which then pushed it to the other side of the wall, thus pushing it out of the range of his Q. So he didn't get to pull to it because he couldn't reach it. Because
Pennywise going. That's going to be the ultimate from Majestic Emu, however, and he is going to be picking up the kill.
Wow, Majestic Emu solo killing the Renekton. And he doesn't even have a Bramble or Thorn Vest yet. I mean, again, this is before the Renekton buffs, but the Renekton buffs were the most substantial in terms of his scaling attack speed, making him able to get off a number of autos during combos late game. Like an extra, it's probably an extra auto late game combo.
That is going to be Pennywise teleporting into this lane, getting some chip damage onto Majestic Emu as well.
Majestic Emu does not have ultimate, and Pennywise just backed and purchased. Majestic Emu needs to be careful. Pennywise, have we seen him dash yet?
Yes, he dashed a bit earlier.
I missed the dash. I was like, oh, you might get this kill. Doesn't quite get in range, though, to land the upgraded... What's it? I guess it's just Fury that buffs it.
Yeah.
Oh, Majestic Emu flashes away to avoid getting double dashed and stunned by Pennywise. And he goes
that's going to be engaged from the sister right now. That's going to be Wimpy ulting onto OSU Alarm. Alarm is going to get stunned up, and he is going to go down to Wimpy. Already 0-2 in this lane. Celercia is just going to have to back off, but that's going to be Pennywise going for the dive. It does look like he might be dying. No, he pops the...
To auto a minion! He survived and then stops to auto a minion and kills himself.
I think he thought he was dead. So he was just like, okay, I'll get this minion. Realizes that he's alive.
No,
and just...
I can't justify it. That just seems so sad. Oh, we got the cursor clicking on things.
It just wants to look at the honey fruit.
The honey fruit. Oh, you know what? Let's learn about the honey fruit. Oh, attackable plant object.
When destroyed, drops a fruit.
When destroyed, drops fruit. Excellent. All right, so that is going to be OSU picking up... sorry, not OSU. That is going to be, no apologies, picking up the Ocean Drake there. They are 6-2 now with a dragon and a hefty 2.3 2K gold lead. Yeah, 2.3 now. It changes, but yeah. All right, so things are looking good for them. 2-0-0 on both of their carries at the moment.
Yeah, but it does look like Pennywise is going to see Majestic Emu. He is going to engage on him, but he isn't doing a lot of damage, and he is taking quite a bit in return. Although he does have that Vampiric Scepter, so that is going to help him heal up just a bit. But he also does have this very big wave, but it does look like the sister's going to engage onto Celestia. Celestia is going to have to flash away. That's going to be the tidal wave, but the alarm is going to get stunned up, but the Nami bubble lands. Wimpy has to heal away. The ignite taking him down, but it doesn't look like it's going to kill him. Meanwhile, the sister on the run right now. Osio Alarm doesn't have his ultimate available to him. He used it a bit earlier during that fight.
Wimpy looking very low.
Although the Alistar passive.
The Alistar is all healing him quite a bit thanks to Alistar passive and Relic. I like the new. I say new. It's been new for like this for a long time. I like the new-ish Alistar passive.
It used to be
every
on his
7 minions.
Correct?
Yeah, it used to be he'd use it and it would heal people. So Alistars would start taking that thing that says like when you heal or shield allies, they get some sort of buff.
Yeah.
And he could spam that in team fights every few seconds to keep the buff permanently on his team, which ended up being too strong. I think they might have since gotten rid of that.
We are going to see Majestic Emu going on to Pennywise. Pennywise is going back off. Okay, continue.
But I think they're still trading. But
I mean,
it looks like
it's a tank
coming
fight.
out on top.
Yeah,
Majestic Emu is coming out on top. I mean, he also doesn't do very much damage.
Yeah.
It is hard for him to get a kill onto Pennywise unless Pennywise continues to take trades like that and whittles himself down. If you play passively as Renekton in this matchup and just go for like getting every last hit you can, it is easier to last hit on Renekton than Malphite, I guess I will say. So like in an equal playing field, you should end up with more CS than the Malphite if you're both equally skilled. Unless you're both perfect at CS, then whatever. But
you're not wrong.
And he does have a substantial CS lead.
Majestic Emu is going to be backing off. He does still have the teleport, and Pennywise is going to be helping End pick up this Rift Herald. Picking up the Rift Herald before 14 minutes being super important.
Wimpy there gets off a full Acathia.
That's going to be Ponstar going for the full dive onto Kilgar, but
Kilgar pops the ultimate, but still doesn't die.
Yeah. Chrono Shift, it's just so hard to do anything to Zillion.
It is. Especially for a champion like this that relies on like a long range kind of burst combo like that. Zillion's pretty much always going to get to stop that. Oh, Celercia might be in trouble here.
That is going to be the engage, and she is going to go down to the Zister. The Zister autos trying to help out.
Oh,
that's going to be the stun from Ponstar's teleport, and but that is going to be the Rift Herald going down, getting quite a bit of turret platings in this mid lane.
Teleport gets interrupted. Here comes Brindicus to kill Ponstar.
But the Frozen Prism comes out. Ponstar is still going. He is going to go down to the Time Bomb, however.
Nice, and Ponstar burns his flash immediately there, and
that's going to be
makes use of that and ults him.
Yeah.
And Lux doesn't have a way out of that Cataclysm arena. It's like a little arena. Little crater, I guess maybe.
I'd say crater.
All right.
Death is also a viable option. But that is going to be Pennywise. He is starting to do a bit more damage to a Majestic Emu this time.
He went for the Vampiric Scepter first for maybe sustain or something. I would have personally gone for the Black Cleaver. I think that Black Cleaver is your turning point against something like Malphite, who's going to start stacking armor against you. The early game would be okay. He doesn't have armor yet, right? Then as you started to get past that and he starts building some armor, though, you'd have a hard time dealing some damage. That's when you start to really want that Black Cleaver. Not to mention having more CDR means more Qs, which also means more healing. And indirectly, makes his escape better by reducing the cooldown on the dashes, makes his heal better by increasing how often he can do it. Man, I just think CDR is such a good stat. Obviously, sometimes you just want damage because you're looking to like kill someone fast. But CDR is quite good, especially on ability-oriented champions like Renekton.
Yeah. But it does look like with about 30 seconds until turret platings fall.
Too, right? I guess Vampiric Scepter also builds into Bork, which is sometimes a
I think it's building into a Ravenous Hydra, but
Yeah. Well, the reason that
it's impossible to tell at this point.
The biggest reason, at least my understanding, of why Renekton builds Bork still trading in the top lane, but really neither of these guys are making that much progress on the other. Although Majestic Emu took 0 damage.
I feel like Majestic Emu is making a lot more progress than Pennywise.
And he needs that Black Cleaver if he's going to fight Majestic Emu, to be honest.
Yeah,
wow,
but that is going to be the fight on this dragon right now. Brentikus trying to steal this dragon right now. It does go over to no apologies at end. That is going to be the Cataclysm coming up, but he is going to go down. Meanwhile, Pennywise trying to go, and that is going to be the Life Bolt helping a lot. But Celercia ends up picking up the kill. Alarm able to walk out just barely, but Postar is going to go down. Kilgar is going to be using the Chrono Shift. He is going to go into his passive. Wimpy is going to be tanking it, but now End's tanking. He is going to get the knock up, and Kilgar is trying to survive, dodging a lot of abilities. Will he go down? One more auto, but he does pick up the kill onto Kaisa, and maybe Postar. Postar goes extremely low.
So he does end up picking up a shutdown onto Wimpy, and actually is quite close to getting the kill onto Ponstar as well. So he does a good job of being a slippery Zillion thanks to the speed boost, the slow, the stun, and the resurrect that just makes him such a fun champion to try to chase down. But they do eventually kill him. That's going to be several kills going over to No Apologies, now with a little bit over a 4K gold lead.
Yeah. It definitely, like, as we were talking about earlier, with Zillion just being so hard to kill, it's definitely interesting that they went for a dive on him. Like, they knew that he had the Chrono Shift. What Wimpy should have done, instead of kill him while he had his Chrono Shift available on him, is wait for it to go down.
Pennywise is back with a Black Cleaver, and he's jumping straight onto Majestic Emu.
Majestic Emu is now taking damage, I guess.
He is. I mean, Pennywise has won that trade. And he got the Black Cleaver. Like I was saying earlier regarding the Bork, it's my understanding that Renekton takes that not for like the auto attack aspect of it, but because when he uses his enhanced W, it counts as 3 autos at once. It procs the on hit 3 times, meaning it procs Bork's, pretty significant on hit damage multiple times. And it adds a lot of burst to your combo despite not being like a traditional like AD, like high AD item, right? Like it's lower on the AD end of items. But that on hit damage that it does, that current health based thing, can be pretty substantial. I'm gonna move this like down here. I don't know, it keeps proccing things. We're just gonna move it off the screen.
Yep, that would help. I feel like we should have done that week one.
It keeps hovering things. I'm just like getting annoyed by it. All right, Pennywise is going for the tower here. He's ignoring Majestic Emu. But they kill the minions. End is here to back him up though.
I mean, Sunfire Cape. I believe is it Seismic Slam.
Oh, so Pennywise is going for the...
Yeah, no, I was talking about how Majestic... Oh, but that is going to be engaged. I don't think he's going to go down, though. He does use the Unstoppable Force to get the knockup. He is going to have to flash away as well.
All right, Sejuani is doing a decent bit of magic damage. Oh, they're still going for this dive.
That is going to be the Pennywise having the flash away, but that is going to be Brentikus ulting, using the Cataclysm. They are going for the dive onto the sister. The Chrono Shift is going to be saving Brentikus, though.
Wow, nobody goes down in the bot lane. OSU picks up a tower and 2 kills. But in the top lane, Pennywise and End are able to dive Majestic Emu and pick up a tower as well. Ponstar, rather than coming bot, sees that it's a lost cause at that point, heads top, and lends some bonus wave clear and tower damage, so they can pick up not 1 but 2 turrets. OSU is still in the bot lane though, still powering this one down, but they don't have enough time or minions, it seems. It doesn't look like they're going to, maybe Wimpy's gonna be here soon. I'm not really sure. It doesn't look like they're gonna get it.
It does look like OSU is gonna be losing this trade, just because.
Well, they did get 2 kills instead of 1, but a turret's better than a kill.
Yeah. Alarm isn't. Alarm is gonna get hit by the Lux. That's the stun. Lux gets the solo kill.
It's 2 for 2 in terms of kills there, and a tower down in favor of No Apologies. So.
Wimpy also did use his ult there, but didn't get an assist.
Oh yeah, Wimpy did try to get in on that, but Ponstar does a lot of damage and just blows up OSU Alarm. Celercia is able to get away though, and it looks like they might even get a 3rd tower in this large turn of events, because of thanks to that thanks to them staying for that second tower and getting killed because of it, it looks like they are going to be able to pick up a third tower. So that's 2 towers up on this trade. But here comes OSU at the top lane.
That's going to be unstoppable force. That's going to be Predicus using the flag drag. That is going to be the ultimate from Renekton. Predicus going extremely low. He's going to go down to Pennywise. Meanwhile, Majestic Emu on post tower is going to go down. What looked like such a good dive.
It did, but Pennywise was shielded by the Lux as well as healed by his own Q and ultimate, and that was enough to stall that, plus the CC helping stall. That was enough to stall them out under that tower, and Brenticus and Majestic Emu go down for no kills whatsoever. So things starting to look pretty good in favor of No Apologies. They were already looking pretty good.
But now with about an 8K gold lead, they're feeling pretty good about themselves right about now. They're feeling pretty safe. They think because if they win this, they lock in their, I believe they lock in their 3rd place. If they lose this, they have a chance of falling out of playoffs completely. So they are feeling pretty good about themselves right now. But it does look like we might be seeing another fight from Ponstar, maybe trying to get a full burst, but Brenticus is going to be able to get the flag and drag this time. But that's going to be end engaging onto Kilgar right now. Kilgar is going to get stunned, but now OSU Alarm's in the backline. The glacial prism does land on him, but Alarm is going to have to flash away. That's going to be the sister chasing him. Meanwhile, Pennywise here in the backline doing so much damage. With he finally ulting in, gets hit by the unstoppable force, and he is going to have his eye set onto Majestic Emu. But Majestic Emu is going to be going down. Meanwhile, Alarm, Kilgar, and Celercia are going to be able to walk out. That was such a weird camera angle. It didn't show half the fight.
I know. And the fight was just too big.
Yeah.
Oh, Ponstar doesn't land the CC and is going to go down.
Yeah, but it does look like Brenticus is going to go down in trade as well. Like, yeah, the camera just didn't know where to stand, so it kept on hopping from one part of the fight to the other, and it was just like, I don't know what it wants from me.
Yeah. Oh, during that dive earlier, I just saw Renekton ult and it reminded me. There was a lot of action. We didn't get to talk about it. But Renekton's ultimate actually does a fair bit of damage, and it is magic-based damage. So during that dive, Sejuani damage was primarily magic, as well as the Renekton ult damage being magic.
I believe
this Malphite has like
1% max health per second, I want to say.
No, I think Nasus does max health. I think.
Yeah, but that is going to be the engage onto Alarm and Celercia, almost killing them both.
Whoop. Sorry about that. I was going to see if we could click on Renekton and check on the ultimate. Yeah, so Nasus's is the one that's max health based. Renekton's is just magic damage based.
Yeah. Okay.
But it is, I mean, it's like substantial. I think it's 80 damage every like half second to second or so, which is like pretty decent. I mean, we were just clicking on it. Might as well just click on it again. Let's go see what Renekton's up to. 80 magic damage each second.
Okay.
For 15 seconds, though. I mean, if you were to stand on the Malphite for a long part of that portion of that ultimate, you could deal up to 800 magic damage or more. Yeah, I guess you could deal up to 1200 magic damage at rank 11.
So basically,
if you sat on them for 15 seconds, mind you, but
I mean, so basically what I'm hearing is we're going to see the full AP Renekton coming out sooner or later.
Yes, exactly. You just sit on your opponent for 15 seconds at rank 11, right? At rank 2 of the ultimate. That's 1200 magic damage. That's insane. That's not even counting your AP ratio getting factored in.
I really want to know what the scaling on that AP ratio is right now.
I don't know what it is, honestly, but yeah, Renekton ult can do a lot of damage. Obviously, though, you have to be, melee range. It's just like a enhanced Sunfire Kate for 15 seconds, plus the max health boost and the extra Fury regeneration, which is awesome for him since he is so combo-oriented, having those empowered abilities coming up quickly. Yeah.
Yep.
It's good. It's good. It's good ultimate. Most champions have good ultimates. I guess unless your name is like, what's a champion with a bad ultimate? I can't really think of one.
I'm thinking. I want to say Shaken Ultimate, but it has so many uses as well that it really isn't bad.
Yeah, it's not. I think relative to other ultimates, it's not that great. But more of his power budget is probably in the rest of his kit. You know?
Mordekaiser ultimate extremely good, especially.
Jace ult is bad. Like all it does is give him like an enhanced auto on his next thingy.
Nidalee ultimate.
Yeah, transformations are their own little category.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it's going to be the unrelenting force. So Whippy just gets bursted down, but Brindicus is going to go down in return. Meanwhile, Pennywise just going into the back line, killing Solercia. Solercia is trying to get out, but that is going to be the Chrono Shift used onto her. Pennywise needs to get out right now. He is going to look for an engage onto Alarm. He might be going down, but Alarm does pick up the shutdown gold onto him. Meanwhile, N now trying to get onto the kill, but N does pick up the kill. He does have that Bramble Vest, which probably helped him pick that up.
Yeah, this is before the old nerf or buff to Bramble Vest with extra grievous wounds, but that's not what got the kill there. The damage is still pretty decent.
Okay.
Yeah, and we have a Twitch. Yeah, we have a Twitch chat suggestion for champions that don't have great ultimates. Diana is in there, and I mean it's single target dash that resets if you use it on someone hit by your Q. I agree.
I like Diana ultimate more than I like Akali ultimate.
Oh, Akali ultimate. Akali's new ultimate is also... So there's like a lot of champions where their power budget's kind of more spread across their kit, like Shaco and Diana and Akali, I guess, you know?
Diana's ultimate, if she didn't have that ultimate, she would be a useless champion.
Yeah, but it is also low cooldown. It has a reset.
Yeah.
Low cooldown compared to other ultimates.
So I think Diana ultimate's decent.
But we're talking about in comparison to other ultimates, right?
Fair.
And so hers does seem kind of lackluster, I guess. I could see that.
But
it works for her. It works for her.
It's not flashy.
Yeah, it's definitely not flashy. It looks like a basic ability.
You are not wrong there.
All right, we've got another dragon spawning shortly. Could be the 4th in favor of No Apologies. They're up 5 towers. They're up over 10k gold and 3 dragons. Unfortunately for them, they are not earth or fire dragons, flame, whatever the element would be called.
Fire.
I mean, okay,
Infernal.
No, Infernal, that's what I was looking for. Okay, Infernal, thank you. No earth or infernal drakes. I guess it's actually called Mountain Drake, isn't it? Oof.
Yeah, it's Mountain Drake, Water Drake, Cloud Drake, Infernal Drake.
Are we sure it's called Water?
It's Ocean Drake.
Okay, Ocean Drake.
Or my favorite is the Meristematic special of Fire Boy, Thirsty Boy, Vape Boy, and something else.
Vape Boy. All right, so it looks like we've got No Apologies going for a second Ocean Drake now. Their 4th of the game. It looks like OSU is grouped up here, looking for something. The fight's starting to break out.
But that's going to be Majestic Kimu stunned up right now. He still has the unstoppable force, but Wimpy is going to flash away from it. That's going to be a 4-man Lux ult coming out, and that's going to be Varus getting shut down onto end, but now that's going to be the Chrono Shift resurrecting Alarm, and that's going to be Wimpy picking up the kill onto Killgrave. Solercia trying to be on the run, but Brindicus gets a knockup, but now that's going to be the Zister engaging onto Alarm. Postar going to get the stun, going to get the kill. Wimpy now getting a double kill onto Majestic Kimu. Solercia, the only... Oh, and Brindicus, I guess. The only 2 members of OSU alive, and the only one down on No Apologies. They might just try to end it here.
Yeah, I think the game might be ending here. They are leaving that tower behind. They're going straight for these Nexus turrets. There is 15 seconds on anybody respawning. Brindicus and Solercia, the only ones here. He goes on the Pwn Star. Pwn Star flashes away. Brindicus cancels the Cataclysm and runs back out. Wimpy throws down some damage, eats some turret shots, and it looks like they're just going to be able to kill this Nexus. Killguard doesn't spawn for 3 seconds. They're trying to stall it out, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough.
Solercia barely getting away with her life as well.
So with that win, No Apologies does lock themselves into 3rd.
Yeah.
So we are for sure having
first, second, and
third all locked in. It is 100% TLM in 1st, Unnecessary Roughness in 2nd, and No Apologies in 3rd. But the 4th seed is still up for grabs here. We've got several teams that have 4-4 records. TLM will be playing Get Money Boys. It doesn't matter really for TLM, but what does matter in that match is that Get Money Boys is looking for that 5-4 record to give them a chance at participating in the playoffs. We've also got the Yellow Jackets RKO. RKO does not have a chance at making playoffs, but Yellow Jackets are also 4-4, so winning that game is important for them. And we've also got Oklahoma's SEAL Team 6 match in Week 10.
I believe SEAL Team 6 gets eliminated from contention. 4-4. I believe...
And so are Oklahomies.
Yes, but I believe they lose any head-to-head against the teams.
They do.
So, except for No Apologies. So
gotcha. So, well, the No Apologies doesn't matter because...
Well, they needed No Apologies to lose.
To lose for them to have a chance. Yeah. Gotcha. Well, so it sounds like... I think you're actually right. I think with No Apologies winning, that SEAL Team 6 might be eliminated no matter what.
Yeah.
But that match is still an important match.
Yeah. It's definitely a decider match on to see if SEAL Team 6 will, I guess, theoretically be able to make playoffs. I think they are officially eliminated after this, or if Oklahomies has the ability to make playoffs.
Gotcha. All right, so we're going to be going into our next game, TLM versus Get Money Boys.
After this 5-minute break.
Yes. No, sorry. We're going into it after the break, yes.
So don't go anywhere. I was like,
No, I know.
and welcome back to Week 10 Shadow Isles GRLCS. Last week, quarterfinals bonanza.
Bonanza mega stream. 1 of 4 segments. Game 3
One of these days, I will actually get the title correct on the first try.
Sounds good. I look forward to it.
One of these days.
I'm going to clip it when it finally happens. I'll be like, yes. We're just going to play that instead of your intro. We're just going to play that one. It'll say the wrong week every other week, but it's perfect. Still good.
I'll just say like week 5 when, like, say for example, I do it correctly on week 3. We'll just get a little sound clip of me saying week 5 and just put it in there.
Yeah, we'll just not Photoshop, video edit it in. Good.
Exactly.
All right. Well, this game that's coming up is TLM versus Get Money Boys. This game doesn't really matter for TLM. It does matter for them in the sense that this is a way for them to like impact the way that playoffs shape out and whatever. But it is more important for Get Money Boys.
Yeah. It basically tells people, oh, this is who's going to be going against Return of the Middle Sticks because they
seeding.
They are locked in first seed Bilgewater.
Yeah, and this is Get Money Boys. They have to win this game if they want a shot at that 4th spot too. So.
Yep.
All right.
Are you ready to get into this?
I'm ready to get into it. Let's go.
Let us get in. And on the blue side, we have Get Money Boys with a score of 4-4 trying to get into quarterfinals. In the top lane, we have Emrys 3 on Maokai. In the jungle, we have Creativity Yak on Sejuani. In the mid lane, we have Cold Flow on Vel'Koz. And in the bot lane, we have Marco Flavo and El Big Daddy 28.
El Big Daddy.
On Varus and Janna. He used to play Braum every week. So we called it Big Daddy Braum every week.
Oh, man. I can't believe there were 27 other El Big Daddies to get through before this. All right, they're going for an invade, so I'm not going to introduce TLM yet, but TLM is invading. They might find Marco Flavo.
Marco Flavo, run! He's going to flash away. No hook from Silver Spade thrown out.
No hook, no flay. They just walk in, they burn a flash, and it looks like they're going to continue their invade. They might try to sneak up on this Janna. Okay, can I start announcing?
No, not yet. That's going to be the hook from Seymour right now. Silver Spade.
Flashlight. First blood.
That is going to be first blood. So Silver Spade had started Flay, so that is why he didn't hook. Okay. Would you like to introduce our red team now?
Yes, I would love to introduce TLM, the team that just burned a flash and picked up a kill in the first minute of the game. We've got Toe Knuckles in the top lane on Renekton, Panther 5-5-3-2-1-2 in the jungle on Warwick. We've got Seymour in the mid lane. Mid lane Nautilus, that's new to this patch, which this is 9.8 by the way. And then I only play Caitlyn and Silver Spade 10 in the bot lane on Jinx and Thresh. We've got Toe Knuckles
in a bit of a situation
here?
I don't think he knows, but
they're collapsing.
They are. That is going to be the flash from Emrys 3, but Toe Knuckles is going to flash as well.
Yeah. All right. So they burn a flash for a flash. Both top laners do not have flash now. Potentially gank targets for these people, and it looks like the Nautilus has gone for Ghost rather than Flash. Not uncommon.
We are going to. I'm real quick going to talk about Toe Knuckles because we've never casted before, and you've really not. I don't think you've watched much of Shadow Isles too much. But
I mean, I've actually watched more than you might think. I do like kind of have it on in the background while I work on homework or drive when I can't be casting.
Fair.
But yeah, I'm not as familiar as you are. That is for sure.
Okay, so my whole thing with Toe Knuckles, he has gone 0-2 every game in lane.
David told me about this, and that stream he said if it happens, I have to make fun of him for it. But Toe Knuckles actually did not go 0-2 that laning phase.
Okay, well then. Most times.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying it's not most.
No.
We talked about him as
I wasn't here last week, but the weeks that I have been here, it has happened, and I always tell him off about it because I think it's funny that he goes 0-2 and then ends 4-3-12 every single time. But I do want to talk about this Nautilus mid pick. Oh, but real quick, Toe Knuckles doing a lot of damage to Emrys 3, almost bursting him down. But so Nautilus kind of became the new Lissandra, quote unquote. He's really built, like you build him basically full AP and you use him mostly for wave clear and then roaming and then ganking. So he really got, like, with all the Lissandra nerfs, but that's going to be engaged from Silver Spade onto Marco Flavo. He is going to go low. But so basically the Nautilus pick is shove your lane really fast with your E. It should clear the entire wave and then go either top or bot. It's an interesting pick for sure. And I'm definitely curious how this is going to play out. But I only played Kaylin in a bit of some trouble right now. But Seymour almost going low as well. But that's going to be Silver Spit getting a hook onto El Big Daddy 28. The exhaust going to be coming out. He is going to be flashing. The ignite is going to be ticking. It isn't going to be killing him then. And that is going to be El Big Daddy 28 barely getting out with his life. You leaned closer?
I leaned closer. I was trying to look at something in the bot lane. Yeah, I'm excited to watch this Nautilus this game, though. The 0.9 AP and the 280 base damage at max level. If you max your Q first, which, I don't know, he might max the Riptide first just to do some damage to these minions. But if you do max that Q first, a 280 base damage ability that also has a 0.9 AP ratio,
I'm pretty sure
still
you're
do a lot of damage.
Supposed to max Riptide first on the Nautilus.
I'm saying like for lane, like it probably makes sense to do that. I'm just saying that that it does get up to 280 base damage now, which is pretty high base damage. Some ultimates at early ranks only have a base damage of 300. You know, so like being able to have at level 7 a 280 base damage basic ability that's on like a 7-second cooldown is pretty huge.
But that is going to be the hook from Seymour. He's doing quite a bit of damage.
So much damage. That's a lot of damage.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Seymour lands the hook, lands I think 2 out of the 3 procs of Riptide hit, because they all hit separately, and they do reduced damage if multiple of them hit on the same target. Sometimes you can get away with only getting hit by one of them. Sometimes if you're running away from Nautilus and you were close to them when he started
you can hit by
all 3. But it varies, but it looks like 2 of them land there, as well as a Riptide, plus a few autos with the shield. He's not even level 6 yet. That ultimate's going to be doing a substantial amount of damage as well.
This is my first time seeing the Nautilus mid. I've been hearing about it from all the other gold mid laners. They're like, oh my god, Nautilus mid. It's the new thing. And I really haven't played it yet. And mostly just because I haven't played League in like the past 3 days. Mm-hmm. So I do want to try it. I'm very interested to see how well this works out. But this might be Cold Flow just going down. But it did look like Seymour might have not had enough mana for the Riptide. Mm-hmm. But
yeah,
he does have
I would say that's probably the biggest flaw in this Nautilus pick is even as a top laner, Nautilus tends to sometimes have some mana problems. Oh, that's gonna be into the choppers.
El Big Daddy doesn't have flash, doesn't have exhaust, and he is going to go down. I tried catching it.
I know, there's like a small gnat that just hovered in here, I guess, and can't catch it. But yeah, so that's really good on that bot lane, of TLM there. Being able to get that hook, pull him and flay him into the flame chompers, ignite, a lot of CC, a lot of minigun autos getting off, and El Big Daddy goes down.
Yeah.
Awesome pickup for Levi's and Silver Spade here. 2-0-0 and 0-0-2 in the bot lane.
Yeah.
Gonna start tossing some hooks down, trying to get this Thresh.
Also, looking at the top lane CS real quick, Toe Knuckles on this Renekton. Maokai, usually having a bit of a harder time CSing versus Renekton, does have more CS, even though had more CS, I should say. I guess Amherst is roaming down to the mid lane, might be looking for a gank here. But I think
still just kind of chilling in the mid lane. This Nautilus pick is down by 10 CS. Having a little bit harder time getting to some of these minions, trying to avoid taking too much harass from the Vel'Koz, you'd imagine. Most of what he does is blocked by minions, and I really think that that's what's going to hold back Nautilus mid from being a real thing. I'm not that you can't do it right, or maybe a certain matchup it works. I think all in all, it might not become super duper popular.
I could see it in MSI. I could see it in MSI.
But the thing about it is, like, I think he doesn't have any way to hit through minions. Or gap close without through minions, or he has to walk past the minions that. And I think
that is a lot of damage coming out from this right now. Panther is here. He does have the ultimate, but it doesn't look like he is going to be using it.
He's going to throw down the ult. Seymour goes down to the turret shots. You are not a tank, unfortunately.
Not
Even though
this
you
time.
are a suit of armor, basically.
You are not a tank this time.
Yes. But no, I just think that when it comes to the pros and stuff and their ability to manage minion waves and stay safe, be able to see he's walking around the minion wave, I think that's just what's gonna hold Nautilus back. He has against these kind of ranged mid lane matchups.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, maybe as a roamer he can make it well enough to make it work. Or maybe just as like a top lane bruiser or like an AP support. I don't know. The Nautilus jungle's been a thing in the past. Maybe one could come through with Luden Echoes, kind of Gragas style, you know? Gragas can sometimes go in more of an AP route if he wants. Maybe you could just do that with Nautilus.
But we are going to see Toe Knuckles being engaging onto Emrys 3. He does end up winning that trade. Just barely, I want to say. But I do, like, honestly, with the Nautilus mid, I could see it being played in MSI. I could see it being played... I really could see it being played mid in MSI.
Is this patch the MSI patch? Mm-hmm. Gotcha. I don't know. Maybe it could. I'm not trying to dismiss it. I'm just saying I don't think personally. I think it'll get muscled out in the mid lane slot at least. But I do think as a jungler,
we do see Creative Yonk in the bot lane as well as Panther, but that's going to be the hook through the wall. Silver Spade throwing the lantern, but that's going to be the ultimate from Cold Flow. He's going to pick up Panther 5, 5, 3, 2, 1, 2, and that's going to be the shutdown from Marco Flavo onto I only play Caitlyn because he is no longer Levi's at the moment. But that is going to be Toe Knuckles. I want to say losing that trade, even though Emrys was in those minions that entire time.
Ooh, Silver Spade flashes back. He flashes back towards Cold Flow there, and then also jukes out the Q. And while it was kind of unorthodox, and I'm not even sure if it was necessary or on purpose, Silver Spade does end up surviving. So I guess it works out.
Mad jukes, bro.
Mad jukes, bro. It was all calculated. It was very big.
Oh, but that's going to be Seymour engaging on Creativity Yonk. The second hook from Silver Spade. That's going to be the plan. Creativity Yonk is going to go down to Panther. That's going to be Panther's ultimate onto El Big Daddy 28. He is going to have to flash away, but Cold Flow is doing a lot of damage, but he doesn't have the Death Ray, something. I know it's some sort of Death Ray.
Something disintegration, Life form
disintegration ray. I call
discrimination. The discrimination ray.
Life form disintegration ray.
I only kill people whose lifestyles or opinions I strongly disagree with.
Which is everyone on the enemy team.
Oh man, yeah, they all chose to be red team, so they are all subject to being discriminated against by his ultimate. Now, life form disintegration ray. Yes.
Well, so the last time we saw someone play Vel'Koz, I actually called it the Super Mega Death Ray.
Mm-hmm. Super Mega Death Ray.
Because
that's
they had a
close
Jinx.
to Jinx's ult.
No, they had a Jinx on their team, so I was like, oh, it's the Super Mega Death Ray.
Ooh, Silver Spade comes right up to that wall, throws down a ward, and spots out Marco Flavo and El Big Daddy walking around behind that. So right now we have no turrets taken yet this game. One dragon advantage in favor of TLM and one kill advantage for TLM. But despite things being relatively close across those stat lines, in terms of gold, there is almost getting close to a 3k gold in favor of TLM, meaning that entire almost 3k gold lead is coming from this 10 CS differential in the top lane, this 26 CS differential in the jungle.
And 2 kills.
One kill advantage.
I mean, yeah, fair.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying like they have almost a 3k gold lead and they're only up 1 kill and 1 dragon. So I'm saying that's all coming from, they have a giant CS lead in the bot lane, a giant CS lead in the jungle, a decent CS lead in the top lane, and they've gotten pretty close in CS in this mid lane as well. So, so it's mostly just CS leads that are bringing this gold lead so high. Going
That's
in,
going to be the hook from Seymour onto Cold Flow. He isn't able to burst him down totally, but Seymour gets the knockup. That's going to be his research finish. Seymour is going to flash away, but the Winter's Wrath going to be
Winter's Wrath, nice. We looked that one up earlier. Nice.
The Winter's Wrath going to be picking
Panther
up the
looking
kill.
for Cold Flow, not going to find him. Yeah, he would have gotten that kill, but he didn't proto.
Wait, there's the Super Mega Death Rocket.
Levi's gets the kill onto Cold Flow with a pretty awesome snipe from the bot lane.
Yeah, F's in the chat for Cold Flow, please.
F's in the chat for Cold Flow. But yeah, so Nautilus would have actually had that full combo to death had he hit the Proto Belt. Yeah. But he used Proto Belt right on top of Vel'Koz and dashed through him before shooting out all the rockets.
Does it no longer have a Proto Belt behind you as well? Like there's the one.
No, it doesn't do that. I don't think that's a thing.
I remember it like shooting like all of them in front of you and then one like directly behind you.
That might have been a thing once upon a time. I'm pretty sure it's not a thing these days.
I could also just be crazy.
No. I think maybe they did. I don't remember. So I can't argue with you. I don't remember. But currently it does not. I do know that. It shoots off, what is it, 5-6 rockets in front of you?
You know, as someone who plays Echo and builds it every single game, I should probably know it.
Well, he dashes through the Vel'Koz, the rockets fire off, and he doesn't land them for damage. But with his lowest cold flow god after that combo, I think had he been able to land that part of it, it would have killed. I think there's like a very hard to hit sweet spot where like every rocket hits somebody.
Yeah. But we are having a fight in the top lane while also having a fight in the bot lane, which for some reason the directed cam decided to show us the tank bruiser fight, but that is going to be Seymour engaging onto Cold Flow right now. He does have his research done, and the lifeform disintegration rate is available to him. But it doesn't look like he's going to be using it. I only play Caitlyn is here now. Seymour trying to look for the engage. That is going to be the ultimate coming out. The super mega death rocket is going to be missing. Cold Flow trying to kite out. Cold Flow does use the ultimate, but just a bit too late.
Yeah,
and
too far away. Doesn't hit that ultimate there.
Yeah, I bet if Cold Flow, like, as soon as he made it into that bush, could have probably used it and got the kill.
I think you're right. Unless Silver Spade had, like, thrown out the thing a little bit earlier as well. But yeah, no, even with that dash, it might have been enough if he had used it from the bush there.
Yeah. But
looks like Herald's gonna go down in favor of. That's one thing I don't like about directed camera. If someone solos Dragon, you just hear it go down in the background.
Woo.
Oh man. Yeah. But yeah, so he does pick up the Rift Herald. Panther does, and now it looks like Panther might be looking for a turret dive. He summons the Herald to tank, and he's.
I think he thought he was warding. I really can't defend that Herald placement.
Why didn't he? What happened? That was weird.
I think he attempted to ward that bush.
To try to see where Emerus was, and then he accidentally put down Herald. Oh, that sucks.
I can't defend that Herald placement.
Creativity Yacht gonna get grabbed by Silver Spade here.
Yeah, there's just so much CC, but Silver Spade actually goes on to Market Flava instead, and I only play Caitlyn doing a lot of damage. The Ignite is going to help take him down. The heal was used, and Panther is going to be picking up the kill. Meanwhile, Toe Knuckles trying to get on Emerus. Meanwhile, the Thirsty Boy is going to be going down. And that's going to be Silver Spade engaging onto Cold Flow right now. Panther missing the ultimate onto him, but he is going to get the fear off. The Super Mega Death Rocket going to be landing onto Janna. Seymour is going to be picking up the kill onto Cold Flow, and they're going to back off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so they pick up the dragon, pick up some kills, and they're off to take down this mid lane tower.
I keep on thinking that you're going to say something insightful because you lean forward, and then
I'm
you
just
sit
adjusting
there.
my posture, man.
Then you just sit there and smile, and I'm like,
I'm just
okay.
trying to see the screen a little bit better, just adjusting my posture. You know, you sit in this chair for a few hours, it gets tiring.
Yeah. I mean,
we need to get some ergonomic things up in here.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd probably get tired sitting in that too.
We should just have yoga balls. That way we can bounce up and down on the yoga balls while we cast.
Yes, yoga balls.
Next split we'll cast with yoga balls. It's decided. But it does look like TLM is going to be picking up this bot lane turret. That is going to be the last outer turret for them. So they've opened up their jungle fairly well with getting that last turret. But by the looks of it, things are going to be calming down just a bit in this game as TLM decides to go back and reset. Toe Knuckles also up in CS, no deaths. So I'm very impressed with Toe Knuckles this game. And has the Executioner's Calling, which is a very good counter to Maokai just because of how his passive works and how much healing he gets from it. But are they just sitting in base? Seymour hasn't moved in a while. Seymour, you okay, buddy? Seymour. Okay, so he is moving now.
Was he waiting for something? I didn't see his inventory.
He was sitting there for like a solid 30 seconds though.
Maybe he's just sitting around waiting for like that blasting rod or something. I didn't see it. Or maybe the Swork Boots. I didn't quite see what he upgraded after that long wait. But
no, I have no clue.
He does eventually leave the base.
Yeah. But Toe Knuckle's doing extremely well right now. Level Up has 28 CS, a 28 CS lead onto Emrys 3. But not able to pick up kills, but I don't think it matters. But that's going to be Glacial Prism. I only play Caitlyn, going to be using the Cleanse. Creativity in a bit of a trouble, keeps on getting slowed, but that's going to be the ultimate from Seymour onto Marco Flava. Super Mega Death Rocket, not going to be able to kill Creativity Yock. The Jaina ultimate saving him, but that's going to be the fear onto Creativity Yock. Panther trying to get the kill, but that's going to be the kill going on him. But now Cold Flow gets the kill onto I only play Caitlyn with the Lifeform Disintegration Ray. But that's just going to be Marco Flavo giving up his life because he knows he can't get out. Tries to get the cheeky recall. Welcome home, music. We've been expecting you.
Welcome home. They're going to be able to pick up this tower here as well.
They are going to... Oh, no, they aren't going to have to tank it for a bit. But that is going to be the first inner turf for them going down. And it does look like this is just going to be... kind of like the other two games so far today, where it's really just cut and dry, really big gold leads coming out very early on, and then just expanding on it. Although Get Money Boys might be able to make a comeback here, possibly. But by the looks of it, it does look like Panther is just going to be clearing out this blue side jungle. Not really much that Get Money Boys and Creativity Yacht can really do about it. And it does also look like that I only play Caitlyn is going to be picking up the red buff, which definitely is going to be helping. Has the IE now, has the Rabadons, so that Caitlyn, I only play Caitlyn plays Jinx.
That Caitlyn, I know. I actually did the same thing last time.
But.
I kept calling him Caitlyn, and I'm like, wait, that's confusing. It's not a Caitlyn, it's a Jinx. Caitlyn's on the other team. I was like...
I'm just calling him Levi's from now on.
Yeah, I did try to start calling him Levi's in those games.
But whatever the case is, Levi now extremely strong with those two items.
Oh yeah, no, I think Jinx does... I mean, I think everyone thinks this. But I like how Jinx does fantastically, thanks to like the rocket AoE getting just... exponentially stronger thanks to the Runons putting the rocket explosions in multiple places.
Yeah. It, like, Runans... Is it Runans or Runons?
You know, I kind of say both. It just sort of depends on the conversation. I think I usually say Runons. Yeah. But, I don't know. But it's got with 2 A's.
With the Cloud Drake coming up now, it doesn't look like it is going to be contested by Get Money Boys. They're just trying to do as much as they can to stay alive in this game.
Yeah, and I mean, that's like all you really can do. They really, need this win if they want to come in the 4th seed and make it to quarterfinals. As a result of them needing that win, needing to get into quarterfinals, it's pretty high pressure game for them. But TLM's got a very secure lead at the moment. 4 towers to none, 3 dragons to none, up 6 kills, and up almost 8k gold. So things are not looking great for them so far. All right, it looks like TLM might be looking for the Baron now. They're moving on up. They're starting to get some vision. It looks like they might be baiting a bush. Get Money Boys are grouped mostly as 5. Varus is lagging a little bit behind. Silver Spade is up front, waiting in this bush. Here comes Creativity Yacht. They are going to CC him. That slow gets completely mitigated by the Sejuani passive because it does.
Yeah, but that is going to be a Glacial Prism.
Silver Spade
in trouble, but dodges Marco Flavo's ultimate right now, trying to get out as best as he can.
I don't think Emrys needs the flash there, but that's okay. They do secure the kill.
Emrys has also stopped TLM from engaging on them in the backline, but that's going to be Cold Flow engaging right now, but that's going to be Cold Flow now getting ulted by Nautilus. Not a lot of damage coming out right now, and Panther is going to be going down, but now that's Toe Knuckles in the backline going on to Cold Flow, but he is going to change his direction to Marco Flavo. Super Mega Death Rocket picking up Cold Flow. That is going to be a triple kill. Toe Knuckles trying to get onto Creativity Yacht, but that's going to be El Big Daddy slowed. This might be a quadra for Levi.
Dang,
is he going for the penta? He wants it. He's chasing it. He's trying to find Creativity Yacht as best as he can. Toe Knuckles better not steal this. He's in the bush. They see him.
They're running out of time to get this, though. If they don't damage Creativity Yacht very soon.
No, it's before the first person spawns, but Creativity Yawk doesn't want to give it up. 3 seconds until the penta is given. That is going to be a penta denied by Creativity Yawk.
He will eventually die, though.
Silver Spade is going to be here, and that's going to be the unofficial pentakill.
Unofficial
by
pentakill.
I Only Play Caitlyn.
By I Only Play Caitlyn on the Jinx.
That's a real feels bad man.
Yeah, and he only had 3 kills before that team fight unfolded, and that fight was honestly starting to get kind of close. But Toe Knuckles got into the backline and disrupted so much that their backline wasn't able to kill the tanks near as quickly as the Jinx, who was left very uncontested in that fight. How easily... Oh, wait, going on to the Janna here. El Big Daddy takes a chunk of aftershock damage as well as damage from that Q, some autos in the Riptide. But yeah, so Jinx kind of gets left uncontested in that fight and is able to kill the front line. Oh, sorry.
We don't have that quite... I wanted to see Jinx's gold before she bought items.
Gotcha. I'm sorry. We missed it. I apologize.
This is all your fault, Jack.
We were tabbed out. We don't want to hover little thingies.
This is all your fault, Jack.
No. It looks like Warwick is soloing the Baron.
You know, just casually soloing.
I don't know if Warwick can do that.
I mean... Levi's is on his way, but the rest of Get Money Boys is as well. But that is going to be the W from Jinx. Still not getting a slow because it doesn't slow with such a long
They don't have enough
passive.
members here yet. Toe Knuckles does have the teleport available.
But that is going to be the ultimate missing from both Creativity Yawk and Marco Flavo.
With those ultimates down, they really need... I think they should just look for Baron or a fight here. Those are huge team fight ultimates that they no longer have.
Yeah, the only other, given GMB's team comp is very team fight oriented. Those are 2 of the biggest ults. The only other big one being Cold Flows. So it's definitely going to be hard for them to really contest anything for the next something seconds. And with Emerson's ult down as well, TLM really needs to force a fight here.
Yeah, no, that ultimate isn't going to be down for much longer. They're both halfway up at this point. Oh, Seymour getting a little bit caught. He is going to have to flash to get out of
That's going to be Creativity Yawk getting caught out, but is going to be able to walk out just because he is quite tanky.
Alright, nobody's dead yet, but some summoners get burned. The ultimates are getting ever closer. 2/3, almost 3/4 of the way restored for Varus and Sejuani. They just need to stall out a little bit longer so that those ultimates can come back up.
No. So it does look like... I really feel like TLM should either back off to Baron or do something, because right now they're just trying to siege, but they don't have enough members to siege, and Get Money Boys has quite a bit of wave clear. So I really feel like...
Dragon is about to spawn. Seymour retreating from that top side.
Yeah, we don't really know what dragon this is. We'll find out here in just a second when it dies. So it is another Cloud Dragon.
I wish that, so one thing, they did make some nice little changes to the Spectate client recently.
Yes.
Riot did. We had to adjust some overlays and stuff to fit the new shapes of things and the aesthetic and whatever. And we did add some other little bonus things like the records. But downside of their changes was that they removed the Baron and Dragon timers that would show up when there's a minute remaining to spawn, which is unfortunate. But I do hope maybe that they bring them back eventually. And when they bring them back, I would love if the dragon icon that they would show at a minute remaining would have
the correct dragon instead of always just being I don't even think it's Infernal Dragon. I think it's just the old dragon before.
It is just the typical baseline kind of brownish, reddish, orangish dragon. Infernal's very red and orange, and Mountain's very brown. The original was kind of just a vague dragony.
I don't know what you're talking about. They're both brown.
Right, Mr. Colorblind over here.
But that is going to be the teleport from Emers 3 right now. They are going to have to disengage from this Baron. TOM really doesn't know how they want to end this. They can't get Baron, they can't siege. If Get Money Boys stalls out long enough, they could close this gold gap.
All right, but they've got 4 members here with Thresh leading up the rear. Seymour trying to poke him a little bit with that Proto Belt. Jinx doing a ton of damage, and they're going to be able to get that tower. Seymour doesn't land that hook to try to initiate the fight, but they are going to get an inhibitor. Varus ult goes wide. Here comes Emerus' ult, also going wide. Creativity
That's going to be creativity landing onto Jinx right now. The cleanse gets going off. That's going to be the monsoon coming up, but creativity off going extremely low. Jinx trying to get her passive off right now, but the cold flow doing so much damage right now. But that's going to be so much damage coming from Toe Knuckles. He gets a triple kill. That is going to be all of GMB basically going down. This might just be game here.
Yeah, this very well could be. They've got a minion wave coming. They've got their carry and 2 bruisers still alive. I do think that team fight would have gone a lot better for TLM. He's played very well this game, you know, but it's like not trying to knock him. But in that team fight, I only played Caitlyn, actually did not play very well. He kept autoing Creativity Hawk, even though Creativity Hawk was running off to the side. By doing that, there was like no AoE getting down on the other members of GMB.
I mean, at least Toe Knuckles was there to do.
Look, I'm not trying to say they won the fight. I'm not saying
yeah.
they didn't play the game well. I'm just saying in that team fight in particular, I only play Caitlyn, did not play very well. He was autoing the Sejuani a ton, who was running off to the side rather than focusing down some of the more important targets. That's all I was saying. He had a good game in an unofficial pinna. Not trying to downplay it.
Fair.
Just
Toe Knuckles 3-0-3, proving me wrong.
3-0-3. No deaths, not 0-2-0. 2 weeks in a row. He has
I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed with Toe Knuckles right now. Anyways, we are going to be taking
another 5-minute break.
That is going to be Get Money Boys being officially knocked out of any playoff contentions.
They are, yes. They're now 4-5, which technically all the 4 teams can't lose because 2 4-4 teams will be playing each
there's
other.
2 4-4 teams.
So they are then knocked out. TLM is for sure first still, and GMB is now knocked out. So the next game that we have coming up is Yellow Jackets versus RKO, I believe, and we did get the issue with like the incorrect post-match form from the Oklahomies SEAL Team 6 match sorted. We have all the raffle files, so we will be streaming that one as well. But after this next game, we're just going to throw it in last on the order. Yeah. We'll change the schedule.
Okay, so we will be back in about 5 minutes, and yeah, see you then.
Yep. Yeah, sorry, we got...
Hello and welcome back to Week 10 Shadow Isles something. Keep on messing up. Quarterfinals!
GRLCS, Spring 2019, Shadow Isles, Week 10 and quarterfinal seeding.
Nice. Anyways,
yeah.
we do have 2 more games, so I thought we only had 1 more game.
We do have 2 more games.
We have 2 more games. We didn't update the schedule. It's fine.
I'll update it when we get after we get into this.
We'll figure it out eventually. But we are going to be going into our 4th game. This is for definite playoff seed. Well, possible playoff seeding.
Potential. Yeah,
Potential.
there are still some head-to-head things. I haven't looked at it at the moment. But if Yellow Jacket Gaming or Yellow Jackets, I don't remember why they have the G in their tag. If they do win, they will be 5-4, which means that there's a chance that they could be in the playoffs. And they've got to beat RKO to do it.
Yes. Are you ready to get into this?
Yeah, yep, I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay. So on the blue side, we have the Yellow Jackets Gaming. In the top lane, we have Video Gamer 69 on Vayne. What an interesting pick. In the jungle, we have Godzilla on Elise. In the mid lane, we have Shugo Tenshi on Talon. And in the bot lane, we have January and Crixin on Twitch Braum.
And over on the red side, we've got RKO, Savory Satan in the top lane on Fizz top. Haven't seen that in a little while. Severme Timbers in the jungle and Rek'Sai. Luke in the mid lane on Morgana. At least I'm pretty sure. No, that might be.
No, it's Luke in the. It's Luke support.
Yep.
Support.
Sorry, Goose in the mid lane on this Annie pick with exhaust. And in the bot lane, we've got Nobakun and Luke on Caitlyn and Morgana.
So I do like this exhaust pick into Talon. Talon being one of those. I believe
he has the highest first blood rate.
I believe at 25% in all the games that he is in.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. He does have quite a few first bloods. People do like to, in the Discord, they do like to poop on the rake ability. They don't think it's very good.
Yeah.
But I don't know. He's got a lot of first bloods.
I mean, that mostly comes from his Q that does 200 damage.
Well, so the rake helps you proc the passive, which is what also helps you with the first blood.
You're not wrong.
So it's the passive, the Q, and then the rake helps proc the passive, and then ignite. And that's really all it takes. It's a gap closer. It does a lot of damage. And if you happen to get melee range to him, he can use rather than dashing, it does bonus damage.
Yeah.
I believe that's how it works. If you're already in melee range, it will do bonus damage instead of doing the dash.
So we did see Fizz kind of fake leash a bit, which is kind of interesting to see. We are also seeing Rek'Sai trying to go in for a level 2 gank right now, but that is going to be Crixin taking a bit of damage.
Looks like he's going to back
on.
off that level 2, and he's going to go for this Scuttle Crab.
Yeah.
Next patch, they may be making Scuttle Crabs spawn later to try to change up jungle pathing and early aggression.
Yeah. So this is going to be 9.7. So not all of the changes, like Storm Razor is still, I mean, it's decent, but it's not good. That is going to be Savory, Video Gamer 69 going in on Savory Satan. He didn't actually take.
Doesn't land the stun.
If he had taken Silver Bullets, I feel like he would have been able to pick up the kill.
Very possibly. It does do a lot of extra damage, but I'm not sure. That Fizz seemed like, I mean, also this Vayne does have a lot of items. The Fizz did seem like a little tanky, so I'm like wondering what his runes might be. I'm interested.
We do see Grasp with the Undying on him.
Oh, okay. So it is most likely the tanky Fizz of yesteryear. It's not yesterday. It's
but that is a lot of damage coming out from Shugo Tenshi. That might just be first blood. The Ignite taking down. That is going to be the first blood.
All right. And it's Shugo Tenshi?
Shugo Tenshi.
Shugo Tenshi. He lives up.
But that's going to be Savory Satan engaging on a Video Gamer 69. Video Gamer 69 is going to have to flash out, but Elise is here now. Godzilla doing so much damage, but that's going to be the flash from Severme Timbers. He is going to be able to pick up the kill, but now we're going to have a jungle fight. Severme Timbers doing a bit of damage. Godzilla going extremely low. That's going to be a double kill, but Shugo Tenshi is here now.
Yeah, can he wall hop his way onto Severme Timbers?
Severme Timbers gets the knockup. Wait, this might just be another kill. He doesn't have the bleed yet. Oh my god!
Severme Timbers picks up a third kill. My goodness. Yeah, that interrupt on the Q is exactly why he won that fight. So really well played on Severme Timbers' part. Did he have vision? Was that an accident?
No, so he didn't have vision on it.
So it's an accident.
No, he timed it.
Did he?
You can see the shadow.
No, because it's a ping-based thing, so you can't see them actively moving.
But
yes, you can't see right on top of you.
You see him when he jumps right on top of you, so you just press W as
We'll say he did it on purpose.
Yeah, whatever the case is. So, Silvermeat Timbers is usually RKO's ADC as well, so it's interesting to see.
Well, last week
jungle.
he actually did go. He was playing Shyvana, and he went AP Shyvana, and he did quite well in that game as well. I think Silvermeat Timbers, if he keeps up this 3-0 performance and starts to snowball, it could be quite a similar game to how dominant he looked on that Shyvana last week. I don't know. I was casting Shadow Isles last week, I think. And it was quite nutty actually how much damage he was doing on AP Shyvana. It made me a little bit reconsider my opinion on the champion.
I still don't like it, but it definitely does damage. But that is going to be Savory Satan engaging onto Video Gamer 69. Video Gamer 69 going decently low, but once Savory Satan disengages, it's really hard for him to really do any more damage. Meanwhile, Video Gamer 69 can just kind of keep autoing. But that's going to be Godzilla getting the stun onto Luke. Luke is going to have to flash away. The heal also coming out, but the Ignite is going to kill him. January picking up the kill. But very good job from this looks like it's going to be a bloody game already.
Yeah, it really does.
But that's going to be Shugo Tenchi going in on Goose, not able to get the second part of Rake on, so can't get the bleed.
Yeah, but I think you've got, like you were saying, there's like a lot of aggressive champions in this. Rek'Sai, Talon, Elise. I wouldn't say Fizz. I don't know if he's tanky, so I guess I really don't know how that playstyle
He has a corrupting potion and Durek Seal, which is what you start on mid Fizz. So.
All right. So probably. I think it's pretty aggressive, right? It's pretty all in, that's for sure. But yeah, so we'll get to see if this game continues to get bloodier. All of RKO's kills currently focused onto this Rek'Sai, onto Silvermeat Timbers. The kills for Yellow Jackets a little bit more spread out at the moment.
Yeah. So it does look like Blue Side does have vision onto Silvermeat Timbers right now, so Shugo Tenchi knows that he's mid. Mm-hmm. He is going to have to back out. Shugo Tenchi might actually try to engage on him again. I don't think he wins that fight still. Mm-hmm. Although he does have level 6, which will be huge for him. Meanwhile, for also, can
Goldie
we talk?
Is dead even. Sorry, throwing that out.
Gold
there.
is dead even. Savory Satan also using the $150 prestige Fuzz Fizz. It's the it's the 100
fizzy.
Yeah,
Fuzz, Fizz. He has the prestiged Fuzzy Fizz.
It's the $150 skin. So
I guess that's probably why he's like, well, I'm a top laner, but I have this Fizz skin, so.
I've only seen it one other time, but that is going to be the binding onto January right now. But it doesn't look like anyone is going to be able to do much off that. Again, that Unbreakable that we saw game 1, just doing so much.
Yeah, if you get really good at knowing these bot lane matchups and can get the Unbreakable at just the right moment, it can be hugely impactful. Probably more impactful than Brahm's ultimate.
Oh, but that's going to be the engage on Luke. Luke is one more on it, but the Black Shield stopping from the sun. But January still picks up the kill. Now he's going on to Novakun, but Novakun is going to be able to walk out.
Yeah, and thanks to the one kill he had from earlier, he was able to get a kind of early BF sword. And that BF sword made that expunge.
Savory Satan uses the Feast from below. I actually don't remember what it's called, but that's going to be the Ignite. But Video Gamer 69 also answering with her own ultimate, and he is going to look for the engage onto Savory Satan. But Silvermeat Timbers is here. He has ultimate, needs to land the cube. Meanwhile, Q's going to go down to the Ignite, but Silvermeat Timbers picking up the kill onto Video Gamer 69.
Yeah, Silvermeat Timbers doesn't burn flash or anything there, lands the Prey Seeker and goes for the ultimate, picking up the kill onto Video Gamer 69. And like you said, yeah, the Ignite picks up that kill onto Goose there in the mid lane. Talon continuing to be an aggressive mid laner.
That's going to be the ultimate from Crixon right now. Novakun is going to have to flash out. The Ignite and Poison is going to take him down.
He doesn't have range for the expunge there. He can't quite get it. He's stuck rooted and it gets out of the expunge range. It's still called expunge? Or is it called...
I don't play Twitch.
Oh god, it changed names after a while. Anyway.
We can look. We'll
just double check.
While we're at it, let's look at Fizzle name again. It's
contaminate.
Contaminate
Okay,
and
it
fizzled.
changed it. It changed it to contaminate.
Wait, fizzled as well. You have the
No, I know his. His is chum the waters.
Chum the Why did I say feed the beast?
I mean, in a way, that's kind of similar, like in a technical sense. Feed the beast, chum the waters. You're chumming the waters is feeding and like trying to attract something. So I don't know. That's pretty good. You probably knew it somewhere deep down.
Deep down inside me.
Deep down
I knew.
inside you knew. You knew physics.
I knew last week.
Gotcha.
No, sorry, not last week. 2 weeks ago. I wasn't here last week. This week, not so much.
And when Fizz was meta he's been meta off and on, and I always hate it when he's meta, but I find myself watching this game kind of missing Fizz. I don't know. I used to see him so much.
Is that the Prestige Fuzz Fizz? I can't tell.
I don't know. I don't know what the Prestige one looks like. But either way, I like Fizz. And seeing him in these games actually makes me a little
The
nostalgic.
Condemn actually, but that's going to be Shugo Tenchi
Whoa,
up here
that's a
right
lot
now.
of damage.
That is so much damage coming out onto Savory Satan, and Video Gamer 69 is going to be picking up the kill.
Twitch chat throwing in their 2 cents. They say that it does not.
So
the
it's the
Prestige
base
version.
one.
It's the base one because the Prestige one has a crown.
Yeah.
No crown on this one.
But this game goes from really calm and quiet to super bloody.
Yeah, it's been explosive. It's been very.
It's been a very explosive game. Oh, but that is going to
Nice
be Crixon getting hit by the Dark Binding. I want to say Dark Binding is the slowest skill shot in the game. One of them. Maybe Ivern's Q.
Yeah, Ivern's Q isn't that fast. Now I want to think about it. Light binding's not that fast either.
I feel like Light Binding is easier to hit though just because it can go through one minion.
True.
But that's going to be Savory and Satan engaging on a Video Gamer 69. That is going to be the Ignite. But Godzilla's here, lands the... not Entomb.
That's a slow
The Binding. But that's going to be the Braum Ultimate coming out right now. But Luke is going to stun up Crixon, but he is going to go down to Shugo Tenchi.
That was a pretty slow projectile. Elisa's Spider. The Minimus, the explosive one. It's slow.
But that isn't like a stun skill shot.
pretty slow. Well, you said missile speed.
I meant like a stun, but that's going to be Savory Timbers trying to look for an engage right now. Doesn't even get the knockup. Is going to go down to Shugo Tenchi.
Now 4-1-1, getting a lot of kills. He went for the Moby boots this game. Definitely what you want if you're just really trying to roam and get more value out of your roams. But a horrible combat item.
Yeah. So Savory Timbers engaged, only had a Warrior's Machete and a Tiamat. Now bought his full Warrior enchantment, but that's going to be Goose going in onto Shugo Tenchi. But Shugo Tenchi picks up the kill onto Nobakun right now. Shugo Tenchi now trying to get out, is able to Assassin's Creed over the wall and get out.
Assassin's Creed over the wall and out. He does. He flashes. He has always been just an Assassin's Creed ripoff, hasn't he? His outfit's very similar. The whole blade thing looks kind of similar. It's okay. He's a cool champion. I like having Assassin's Creed in League of Legends.
I mean,
Next we need God of War. That's just Olaf, I guess, isn't it?
Yes,
Pretty
actually.
similar. Yeah.
Yes. So we have our God of War. We have our Assassin's Creed. What do we need now?
Gosh, I don't know. Devil May Cry? Is that Lucian? I'm not sure. Fighting demons with 2 pistols?
He's edgy enough.
Edgy. Yes, exactly. Oh, man. All right, so 11-4 in this game. Pretty sizable gold lead.
There's more kills than minutes.
There are more kills than minutes. It's been a pretty bloody game. But they are up a solid 5.5k gold here. They are up 7 kills. They have a dragon advantage, but surprisingly, a tower hasn't gone down.
Well,
they've been playing really aggressively.
The top lane tower has almost gone
almost,
down.
but like one hasn't gone down.
But that's going to be the Chum the Waters from Savory Satan right now. Not a lot of damage going on to Video Gamer 69 though, but that's going to be Goose getting hit by the root. Godzilla not on a killing spree, but there's so much. Video Gamer 69 somehow at 1 health. I don't know what happened up there.
I guess he must have really gone for that kill on a Savory Satan, and he almost killed himself, I guess, because he does have a Bramble Vest. All right, here comes the Rift Herald into mid lane. That's going to be the first tower of the game. Blue team destroys the first turret.
And that is going to be dirt, but that's going to be Braum Ultimate coming out right now. The Spell Meme doing so much, but that's going to be the Black Chains coming out from the Morgana. The Stopwatch going to be coming out, getting a 2-man stun, but Nobakun can't follow up is too low. Rift Herald, are you okay?
Yeah, it kind of got a little bit minion blocked itself there. Wow, Nobakun very low as well.
This
And
is
they get
bot
onto
lane
him.
is
Two
in a
towers
very
go down
dangerous.
in the mid
But this
lane.
is going to be
Looks like they're
Silver
still
Timbers trying to stop the Rift Herald.
Whoa!
But he is going to go down to Shugo Tenchi.
That was so much damage. I mean, I know that this, like, he's kind of fed, but like, that was a lot of damage. Luke almost goes down to the Contaminate from January there. But he is going to be alive. But it looks like Godzilla is actually trying to sneak around the back of them bot lane. This might be a potential dive here. Novakun and Luke are very low. Here comes Elise, throws out the Q, pick up a kill. January's gonna go down.
No, wait, the Ignite, maybe? Probably. Oh, the shutdown going over to Luke.
The heal's not enough.
Savory Satan is just dead. Shugo Tenchi is here. Rest in peace.
And there goes the tower. Wow, towers dropping all over the map in favor of Yellow Jackets. They take 2 mid with the help of Rift Herald and pick up some kills. They take this one bot and they pick up some kills. They take the one top and they pick up some kills. And now there's an Infernal Drake to top it all off for them to take, which is huge for them. Up 10k gold at 15 minutes. They're up 11 kills, and they're going to be going for this this Infernal Drake. It's going to be a pretty big boon for them. They've got several, more aggressive, more stat building. Wait, this she went Wits End top. That's interesting. Infernal works best with like the champions that are stacking AD and AP.
So I actually, you were talking about the Wits End. I really like the Wits End into the Fizz. I think that is a great idea.
I wasn't trying to bash that. I was saying it doesn't work very well with Infernal.
Yes.
Is all. Yeah, but I mean, I guess in general, Vayne probably wouldn't be building.
Yeah. Oh no, Silver Timbers, no.
Oh.
Wait, is he going to get out? That's going to be the Ignite. That's going to be the ultimate Shugo Tenchi.
The damage doesn't land. He dies to the passive and bleed in the Ignite before getting to land a little bit of damage there.
Shugo Tenchi just doing so much.
Here?
Trying
to use the ambush. Here comes
Shugo Tenchi is here as well, but can Assassin's Creed over that wall? But he can't do that wall. He is going to go on Luke. Luke is going to go down. Goose also went down, I guess, to January. But that's going to be Video Gamer 69 getting the condemn onto Savory Satan. He is going to pop his ultimate right now. That's going to be the Chum of the Water. He's going to get the knockup. Savory Satan is going to be able to walk out, but that's going to be the flash from Video Gamer 69. But now they're going on to Novakun. Novakun is going to go down.
They're playing very aggressively, and they can. They've got some very fed members and a ton of burst damage.
It's 16 minutes, and already the first inhibitor turret is going to be going down. 21-5. What is this game?
It is not looking good. It's not looking good for RKO. It is looking very good for Yellow Jackets and their
this might just be a 16-minute end here. It does look like they are going to back off.
They have not backed in a very long time, so they haven't spent a section of that gold lead. Yeah, look how much gold some of them are holding on to right now.
Look at how much gold Godzilla has.
Godzilla's holding on to
4,000.
And both Shugo Tenchi and January have over 1,000. They haven't backed in a little while. I think they need to try to spin some. If they really
Savory Satan, what are you doing? That is Shugo Tenchi. You don't mess with Shugo Tenchi.
He does have quite a bit of armor, the Fizz does. He might be one of the few people who can, like, go toe-to-toe at least for a little while against Shugo Tenchi, but that Shugo Tenchi Talon is quite fed. It might not matter too much. They're camping a bush here.
January looking for something. Might go on Savory Satan. Savory Satan in the back line, but Braum using his ultimate, but it does look like he's going to go down. No, he flashes away. And now January, Goose missing the ultimate onto January, and he is going to go down, but Shugo Tenchi is going to go down to Savory Timbers. That's going to be a huge shutdown. That's going to be Novakun also going down, but after flashing. But now Savory Satan is here. He wants January, and he is going to get him. But now Video Gamer 69 is here to clean up. Luke goes down. Chum the Waters goes on to Video Gamer 69. But don't engage on the Savory Satan. You are going to go down. Possibly. Wait. Video Gamer 69 gets a double kill, but that's going to be Savory Timbers going in, trying to get the knockup. The condemn comes out. Video Gamer 69 is invisible. He is going to kite him away.
Wow, and he gets the triple kill. Had they been, I think, a little bit more in sync there, and they had all gone in right when the Morgana band landed, I think that they maybe could have made something happen, but they went in one at a time. Not the move, I'm sorry to say, but they do get 4 ginormous shutdowns. One was 1,000, one was 750. I'm not sure about the rest.
Wait, they're gonna get
no! And that was a 600 gold shutdown.
I need to stop shouting. This game is getting me really hyped.
There are so many shutdowns going over to RKO. And despite all those shutdowns and all those kills, the gold lead is still like 9k. So this is quite a lead for Yellow Jackets, but RKO does pull it back a little bit for now. Let's see if they can stall this game out, though. That was exactly what they needed if they're intending to try to stall this game out for the win, though.
Yeah. Very good job by RK. Like, very good job by VideoGamer69. Able to kite out Silvermeat Timbers, get that clutch 1v3, but then just walked in and died. But Shugo Tenchi, so Savory Satan can kind of go toe-to-toe with him for like
Briefly.
5 seconds. I'd say 5 seconds.
He did finish the Black Cleaver, however, yeah. So, yeah, I'd say about 5 seconds. Shugo Tenchi does a tough
he
damage.
wants it, but he isn't going to get it. Meanwhile, January going on to Novakun. Crixon missing the ultimate onto him, but it doesn't matter. He is going to go down, but now that's going to be January stunned up. Lucas has slain January now, and Crixon now probably going to go down.
Not quite yet.
Probably going to go down. No, he gets out. VideoGamer69 here to save the day. Now going in onto Goose, trying to get him down as fast as possible, but Tibbers is now on him. Savory Satan also picking up the kill on Godzilla, picking up the kill on
turret shot, it's going to kill Video Game.
Goose kills VideoGamer69. Tibbers is doing so much work. The turret, what is going on this game?
So it looked to me there like Shugo Tenchi might have even ulted defensively to get away from Savory
Wait, but now that's Crixon trying to go in. Gets
Support
really,
fight. Support fight! But Shugo Tenchi actually looked like he was struggling to kill.
Wait, that's Shugo Tenchi having to flash away from Savory Satan, but that's going to be the ultimate. But Shugo Tenchi picks up Silvermeat Timbers and lives through the Novakun's ultimate.
Ooh.
Meanwhile, Luke no longer has mana. It's going to be very hard to continue this support fight with him.
All right, but yeah, Shugo Tenchi looked like he was maybe going even with Savory Satan.
Okay.
Whoa, close. Was maybe going even with Savory Satan there in the top lane, but Godzilla did come up and help him clean up Savory Satan, and from there they were able to pick up the tower as well.
Yeah.
Sorry, fixing the cursor.
You just had to move the mouse, didn't you?
I did. I gotta keep it off there. And just like when the screen moves, it like the cursor becomes on top of something, like the little tooltip shows up.
Fair.
Just a little annoying.
No.
All right,
But-
Luke gonna clear away a little bit of vision here, and the dragon, another Infernal, going over to Yellow Jackets.
Yeah. So Yellow Jackets having a 12k gold lead. I'm pretty sure Yellow Jackets are going to win this. It's very hard to see them throwing this, but with how these plays are going, it really could just happen.
It could. I mean, they were able to win a fight and get a lot of shutdowns despite being down like 13k gold or something. So I mean, if that's possible, like there's still a shot here, I guess, for RKO. And those bounties every time are going to be huge as well for helping them
The
get
Chum the Water's
caught up.
also missed.
Yeah, it feels
Cute
bad. Man.
doggo.
It is. It looks like this like kind of like wonky-eyed corgi. Is that the idea? Looks cute.
They're
going on to
But they're
Video
going on to
Gamer
Video
69
Gamer 69, but it doesn't look like they're going to continue. But Video Gamer 69 did he use Finest Hour? I can't tell. I thought I heard it, but I could be. Oh my God, Savory Satan just baiting people right now. Shugo Tenchi doesn't do any
lands
damage.
the stun.
But that's going to be the finest hour coming, final hour coming out from Video Gamer 69. Gets the kill onto Link, but then gets shut down. That's going to be the Brahmo coming out. But Silvermeat Timbers picks up the kill onto Twitch, but now he's going in onto Crixon. Meanwhile, Goose going to go down to Shugo Tenchi. Not much that you can do, but now Silvermeat Timbers is in trouble. Oh, but he picks up, he gets a quadra kill. What? And he does go down to Crixon. What just happened?
I mean, that team fight, all in all, was incredibly clean. Morgana, Caitlyn, and Annie all worked perfectly in sync to just delete several members. And then Silvermeat Timbers walks around through that fight, cleaning them up one after another, uses the ult to clean up the kill onto January, fights down Shugo Tenchi and picks up the kill on him, and CRXN is able to finally clean him up at the end of everything.
Wait, Savory Satan, what are you? No!
Savory Satan wants it. He's going for the ace. Can he do it? He's under tower, but he's got a lot of armor. CRXN, he dodges away for that last turret shot. Here comes CRXN. Here comes the ult.
He
It's
misses
gonna
the
miss.
Chum the Waters.
Here comes
That's
Luke.
the black shield.
Here
but now
comes
he's got
Godzilla. Everyone is joining this
But now
fight.
Lucas, if they want Crixon right now, he is going to
He
take that
goes
to Ignite. But Godzilla picks up Luke.
They do everything they can, and they have avenged Silvermeat Timbers. They do finally clean up CRXN.
What is this game?
They just decided they wanted to hurt his KDA. That's right where we can hurt him the most, right? It's right in the KDA.
Stats is where you hurt people the most, I will agree.
Oh my God. Speaking of anybody who tunes into Diamond later, you should get some kills onto old Demon Print. That KDA is too high. KDA is too damn high.
Well, you should have told them that last week.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I'll tell them tonight going into quarters. Like, I don't know if we're doing stats for quarters, but...
Yeah, but it does look like Yellow Jackets is going to go onto this Baron now.
They probably will be able to pick this up. It doesn't look like anybody's going to come and show up in time to contest it. It's going down pretty quick.
Yep, and that is going to be the Baron. So they have the ability to possibly end this game now.
Silver v Timbers, man. Last week, like I said before, was
that is going to be the Condemn getting the Condemn onto fight. That's going to be 2-man stun. But Shugo Tenchi is just here. Video Gamer 69 picks up the kill, but now they might turn on to Luke. No, it does.
Godzilla's going down here.
Godzilla, possibly. Wait, Godzilla. But no, Savory Station still picks up the kill. But now Silver v Timbers trying to get onto Video Gamer 69, and Grayson going to try to dodge out now. But now that's Shugo Tenchi going on to Silver v Timbers, trying to do what he can. Picks up the kill onto Silver v Timbers. Now it does look like they are going to be going for Novakin. Meanwhile, Junior going in onto Luke. The Black Chain's going to be coming out, but he is going to be going down, and that's going to be Novakin also going down to Video Gamer 69. This might just be it.
All right, yeah, I think this finally might be the game. Savory Satan had to retreat. He's backing in a bush way over there. And Inhib is going down here in the mid lane. It looks like Talon's picking up the Inhib in the bot lane as well. And they've got the Baron buff. Can they end the game? Shugo Tenchi.
Do they want to end the game?
Honestly, I'm questioning that myself.
They have so much fun. Anyway, Savory Satan going in onto January. The Ignite coming out, but it doesn't look like he is going to be going down.
Yeah, before that fight broke out, last week, Silver v Timbers was also popping off on the Shyvana pick. AP Shyvana in particular. Third inhibitor goes down, and they're going to back away, buy some items, restore those health bars, and they've got a massive 15k-ish gold lead here to come back into this game with. There's also Dragon spawning. Not sure which one it is. We'll probably see it here in a minute. But they've already got the two Infernals, which is ginormous. An Ocean?
It is an Ocean.
Oh, you're right. We saw the last one die, and it swapped to the Ocean.
I made sure to note it.
Hey, good job, good job.
Big brain plays right there.
Big brain casting. Good job. But yeah, it is an Ocean. You're right.
Yeah. Shugo Tenchi is... So Godzilla ended up taking that red buff instead of Video Gamer. Which is
teleport from Video Gamer 69 going to the Dragon? He was pretty close to it already, but whatever. He gets to the Dragon that much faster, I suppose.
But Shugo Tenchi now looking for something, is trying to 1v5 here at this point in time.
Here comes the teleport from Savory Satan, also teleporting.
He's going to Assassin's Creed out, but Silver v Timbers uses the ultimate trying to chase him down. That's going to be Novakin using his ultimate. He gets knocked up! That is the shutdown! But it doesn't matter. All of Yellow Jackets is in their base.
They are in the base. They do
Video
still
Gamer
have
69 trying to stop backs right now, going in on to Savory Satan. That's going to be the stun. But the Chunderwaters gets the knockup. Video Gamer 69 going to be picking up the kill right now. But now it does look like RKO is going to try and stall out. Rolls straight into the Dark Binding, but Luke is going to use the Zanya's Hourglass as best as they can, but that's going to be the knockup from Crixon. That's going to be the kill. Goose going extremely low, going to go down, and that's going to be Silver v Timbers running into the base. Yellow Jacket Gaming's going to pick up the win on this. Wait, the dive! They pick up the kill onto Silver v Timbers, get the clean ace. Well, not a clean ace, but they get the ace, and that is going to be the win for Yellow Jackets Gaming.
All right.
That
game was kind of crazy. I forgot to update the schedule, but we do have one last Shadow Isles game. We did get the rest of the raffle files and stuff from the team that won. No spoilers. And so that will be SEAL Team 6 versus Oklahomies next. If Oklahomies is able to take the win over SEAL Team 6, that would put them at a tied record with Yellow Jackets, who just won. Both of them would be 5-4, and Oklahomies has the head-to-head over Yellow Jackets as of last week. So if they are able to win, that will secure them that fourth spot going into the quarterfinals. And if they lose, it's going to be Yellow Jackets.
Yep. So don't go anywhere. We will be back in 5 minutes.
There we go.
All right, Internet, hello, and welcome back to the GRLCS Week 10 stream of the Shadow Isles in Gold Capped. In case you didn't notice, I'm not Cyrene.
Yes, Cyrene did have to step out. He's doing a stream stream with OU Esports. So he had to go, but we have an upgrade.
Yeah, upgrade.
Suck it, Cyrene.
In any case, I'm Alex HNA22, and we're going to bring you the game of the week for the Shadow Isles Week 10, which is between... What is it? Oklahomies and SEAL Team 6. Yes. Both of these teams coming into this week 4-4, and that means a lot because that means that this is for those last few playoff spots. Who's locked in as of right now after the first?
As of right now, TLM is locked in for first. Unnecessary roughness.
Did they win this
for
week?
Second.
Did they won this week? So they have
no
the undefeated regular season.
They do. And No Apologies is also locked in for third because they did win. So those three teams are all locked. All of the games today, I'm pretty sure every single game had playoff implications for Shadow Isles.
So then, Yellow Jackets is 5-4 after the results of last match. So. SEAL Team 6 versus Oklahoma.
No. They are 6-3, so they are locked in for third.
Yellow Jack?
Yes. No, Yellow Jackets. I thought you said
Yellow Jackets.
No Apologies. My bad.
Yeah, Yellow Jackets is 5-4, meaning that Oklahomies and SEAL Team 6, whichever of them wins, is also 5-4. Which of them has the head-to-head against Yellow Jackets?
Yeah.
So Oklahomies has the head-to-head against Yellow Jackets, but SEAL Team 6 does not.
So SEAL Team 6, I believe, is mostly eliminated, right?
Oh yeah, I guess so. If no matter what, SEAL Team 6 can't make it into playoffs because if they win, then Yellow Jackets gets it.
Yes.
And if they lose, then okay.
Yep.
Well, we'll find out who is going to get that coveted number 4 playoff spot for the Shadow Isles. Let's go ahead and jump into the game. On the blue side, it is the Oklahomies with Jordan B69 in the top lane on Hecarim, a sweaty boy in the jungle on Kane, Twitch and Space at mid as Oriana, and Leave It to Wally and Tremillionaire in the bottom lane as Sivir and Nautilus.
Over on the red side, we've got SEAL Team 6, a Larceon in the top lane on Scion. I'm Heimel in the jungle on Jarvan. Jobert in the mid lane on... Ooh, no, not a trade. Jobert in the mid lane on Cassiopeia. Paladin and the Albinosaur in the bot lane on Caitlyn and Galio.
All right. This is going to be interesting.
Everybody's pretty lined up except for these two. I guess they were expecting to invade. They put down
leash.
They put down a ward in the tri-bush and sat really far back. I think maybe they were like, they might invade us.
If that's the case, Tremillionaire's in a pretty dangerous spot because they're just gonna like wrap around and come behind him.
Oh man. But yeah, so it looks like no action at level 1 this game. But yeah, so SEAL Team 6, because of No Apologies win, is not able to make it now.
Statistically eliminated.
Yes, but Oklahomies does need to win if they are going to make it.
Yes. So SEAL Team 6, if you're a Yellow Jackets player, you're rooting for SEAL Team 6 in this game, right?
You are, yes, exactly. Because if SEAL Team 6 does win, and you won as Yellow Jackets, and No Apologies also won, meaning they're not 5-4, man, these get convoluted. Then that helps you out.
But essentially what this means is that Oklahomies are in control of their own destiny. They have the opportunity to win their way into playoffs.
All right, so got a little bit of trading already at level 1. This is from the previous patch, so Cassiopeia has not been buffed. She had a small buff to Twin Fang's mana or something. Not been buffed yet, though. Still a good champion. I mean, even without the mana thing, still solid.
Yay, Conqueror still exists. That means Hecarim in the top lane is going to be a thing. A Larceon, though, on his, signature tank picks. Not like signature Scion, but generally he's very tanky boy. Sometimes he plays the Renekton. Sometimes it's just a fun time.
Yeah, still just like a little bit of trading here and there. Both junglers taking Scuttle, one bot, one top. I did see that potentially after a Masai patch they might
change Scuttles.
Scuttle spawn quite a bit later.
That's interesting.
Yeah, because Scuttles are so important to these junglers that the laners have to come and contest them at like level 2 sometimes.
Uh-oh, Sweaty Boy going for the aggressive invade. He's going to get caught by the bot lane of SEAL Team 6, and that means he's going to have to back away, but the Dredge line comes in from Tremillionaire. He's going to root someone up, but it will be the disengage as Jobert makes his way down there. But they will successfully dissuade the invade from a Sweaty Boy, which means Heimel's going to be able to walk over and pick up his own blue buff. Wasting a lot of time for the jungler of the Oklahomies. keeping things
Yeah,
relatively quiet.
everything's
though.
pretty quiet so far. Alarcia,
Good
Whoa!
knock-up under tower. Jordan V69 will take a couple tower shots for that one.
Yeah, Jordan V69 hits him with that Q, and Alarcion hits him with a stun right at the edge of that tower range. And the Q damage plus that turret shot damage, Jordan V69 starts to go low.
Yeah,
Alarcion, though, still doesn't have a ton of kill pressure. I feel like Sion really gets a lot of kill pressure once you hit 6. You, like, hit him with a trade that puts him low enough, and you're like, it's go time. You know, you press R, that's when you try to land it for the kill, but still a little hard to get the kills before that. Oh, not impossible, just hard.
Jordan V69, he needs to wait a little bit more to get some of those levels in Q so that he can really just use those to conquer up.
A shield pop and an early detonation of the Scion Q kind of just negate the healing that Jordan V69 does there. He walks into the minions and presses W, and then the damage that gets done to the minions, including the damage done by W, heals him for like a percentage of the damage done. So if you can stand
that's not in the brush.
Oh, it's not. He barely missed. So if you can like stand in the middle of a lot of minions with your W up and Q them a few times, it can be quite a bit of healing.
All right, so Joe Barrow actually fairly vulnerable to ganks now because he doesn't have bot warded and neither does he have top warded because I don't think that ward's in the brush. Piltover Peacemaker coming out from Paladin, but Leave It to Wally and Trillionaire are having a more successful lane well, for now. The lane is slowly but surely pushing upwards towards SEAL Team 6.
Yeah, CS is pretty close across the board. Maybe some slight advantages to Oklahomies and bot and mid lane, but not huge. And also in the jungle, it's like a tiny advantage. But all in all, it's pretty close. But it is enough to help them have that it's like 0.4k gold lead.
So Jordan V69 is getting ganked up by Heimel. There's the decimating smash that gets the knockup, but he's going to be able to just devastating charge right out of there.
Yeah.
No more CC available once he's already used the knockup, so he's just going to run away.
Hecapony has pretty decent escape options from a gank. Not so much when you take Ignite instead of Ghost or Flash, but especially when you have the ultimate. Unstoppable, long range, pretty fast. Good way to get out of ganks.
Yeah, realistically, the only way you're going to get a gank off onto a Hecarim pre-6 is... Oh, hold on a second, because here comes the Sweaty Boy. He's going to get Justice punched up. The Dredgeline is going to pull in the Albinosaur. Paladin gets out very low. Albinosaur will have to flash away as they did root him up, but that'll be one Summoner burn by the bottom lane of SEAL Team 6 for Sweaty Boy's trouble. But Heimel is in the area now, and he's looking for a Sweaty Boy.
He is going to spot Sweaty Boy with that... I forget what it's called. Scryer's Bloom?
Yes.
Scryer's Bloom. Yeah, but I think what you're saying is that you can't really kill a Hecarim pre-6 unless he burns his thing aggressively or something. Yeah. He's fast. Fast pony. I do like seeing Hecarim get played, though. Him and Fizz were making me nostalgic earlier because they used to be for so long.
Top lane teleport ignite or teleport smite even when that was a big
work.
No, it was just top lane Fizz with the skirmisher.
Right, because the skirmisher saber was quite strong at the time, and tank Fizz was beefy and hard to kill, especially with the damage reduction from that skirmisher smite, like you were saying. It was just like better ignite or better exhaust at the time.
It was like better exhaust and ignite at the same time. all it meant is that you have to burn 650 gold on the skirmisher saber.
Which ended up being
a good item because you buy Cinderhulk anyway.
Exactly.
Yay.
Exactly.
What a glorious time that was.
But it does make me nostalgic. I like seeing some of the champions get to come back into the flavor of the month, into the relevance. Yeah, into relevance. As like the meta kind of shifts from time to time. Good to see it rotate around.
Okay, so a Sweaty Boy was just pinged out, and yeah, he is still on vision by that.
Clear another pink ward at least.
Control ward. Alarcion clearing out some vision from his top side. Hopefully make Heimel's job up there a little bit easier, but Heimel currently looking for something. Looks like he's trying to find something mid lane. Waiting for Twitch and Space to start pushing away, but I don't think he's going to be able to get it.
Another aspect of Bramble Vest and Thornmail getting buffed is that is the Grievous Wounds increase. I guess that's also kind of an indirect nerf to Conqueror in a way.
Yes.
Longer amount of time that you don't get as much healing from it when you have it fully stacked. But again, this is the previous patch, so that's not relevant yet.
Oh, hold up. Trillionaire walking up aggressively. Dredgeline is going to connect onto Paladin as here comes a sweaty boy. The Justice Punch came in, but the Albinosaur has no flash from earlier. He's going to go get slowed up by the blue smite, but here comes Heimel. They're not able to finish off the Albinosaur. The Ignite goes down. There's the knockup from the Flagon Drag. Heimel gets onto Sweaty Boy. He flashes away. Trillionaire going to get the taunted back in. Here comes Twitch in space. He speeds himself up, but he's not going to be able to get a shockwave off unless he flashes for it, and he's not going to go for it. Looking for Heimel. He'll Flagon Drag away just in time, and that'll be no kills in the bottom lane.
Woo, everyone gets really close to dying, but nobody manages to die. Everyone squeaks out of there, not untouched, just unkilled, I guess. Unkilled. Alive.
Not dead.
Not dead. Oh, but man, that was just, it was kind of weird seeing the Nautilus just walk that far out without Kane being close enough, but that Shadow Step really close some distance.
Yeah, Jordan B69 jumps onto a
jump aggressively.
Yeah. This is previous patch showed the Shadow Assassin Kane hasn't been buffed yet.
There's a lot of stuff in this game that hasn't been buffed yet. Cassiopeia, not
although
buffed
technically
yet.
speaking,
Kane,
a Sweaty Boy is not Shadow Assassin
yes,
yet.
Not yet, so it is the same. Yes, Kane, the half a champion before transformation, 1.5 champions after transformation.
Ish.
Roughly. Maybe it's more like 0.8 and 1.2. I don't know. But I like thinking of it that way. And then there's Kale, the not a champion, and then 2 champions.
Not a champion, basically 2 champions. Yeah, that's actually fairly accurate.
Oh man.
So,
All right,
CS across the board, relatively even. A small lead opening up for Jordan V69 in that top lane as a Larcion is just not quite able to keep up with the ability to push from Hecarim just going into the wave and pressing Q over and over again.
Fun and interactive gameplay. I do like that they fixed it, but maybe Hecarim needs nerf, or maybe Conqueror. Who knows? But yeah, so like you were saying, this game is still very even. It hasn't been without action, you know? There have been like a number of fights in the top lane, a number of fights toward this bot side between these bot lanes and the junglers, and even a mid laner roaming down here and there. But despite all of that, there has not been first blood, there has not been first dragon, and there has not been first tower.
Yeah, only about 300 gold separates the two teams right now. Oklahomies do have that in the for themselves. A combination of top lane and jungle CS discrepancies. SEAL Team 6 looking to open up a lot of damage onto Trillionaire. The full Piltover Peacemaker comes out onto him.
Yeah, he loses like over half of his health there.
And they do have vision of him. Heimel looking to solo out the dragon while his bot lane has priority. Jordan B69 just continuing to shove in onto a Larcion. He realizes there's no way I'm killing this guy. He's a Scion.
Yeah, it's unlikely. Even with Conqueror, Scion is a very tanky boy. Between Overgrowth and his own passives that are fairly substantial amounts of health that he gets from his passives, he gets very tanky over the course of the
so
game.
Larcion, he has to know something's going on. He like pings it out. He's like, I don't know if he's in there, but I think he's in there.
Oh man, Trillionaire still recovering from that pretty tough trade from the Caitlyn and the
But during all that, Heimel did successfully take away the Cloud Drake for himself. Paladin and the Albinosaur will get some platings, but here comes Trillionaire. He's looking for Dredgeline. He's going to connect. A teleport coming in, though, from Jordan B69. Or who is he going to get on? He jumps onto Paladin, who gets the depth charge first. Blood goes over to Jordan B69 off a teleport. There's the Onslaught of Shadows, fearing Albinosaur in for a double kill.
Wow, really nice teleport from Jordan B69. Also, unrelated, nice taunt from the Albinosaur. Taunted Nautilus before he finished autoing, and the passive got put onto Galio and never got put onto Paladin. Didn't end up mattering because the Hecarim showed up and murdered everybody. But still well played on their part as for that 2v2 aspect of it. But they go down there.
You walk up as Nautilus, and if you land the dredge line, then you're kind of gonna get a kill because that teleport means Jordan B69 is just gonna be zooming right in.
Yeah,
and he's gonna come back up
with the top lane. He has a Sheen and Ninja Tabi. Probably just picking up his boots for more movement speed. Ninja Tabi not super relevant to this lane in particular.
I mean, it's armor.
Yeah, it's armor. Sound has some decent damage with the Q and some autos.
And his R, which does physical damage.
Yes, you're right. The R also does physical damage.
All right, but look at this. Heimel just going to show his face in the bottom lane and see if he can help his bot lane force, knowing that Leave It to Wally and Trillionaire did recall. I don't think they'll be able to pick up this full tower, but for sure at least a couple plates.
Yeah, it looks like Kane is on his way.
Actually, so is Twitch in space. She's walking down from the mid lane. A Sweaty Boy comes out for the Shadow Step, and he's like, get out of here. It's mine.
All right, they get a few more platings, but they are starting to fall behind in gold.
Yeah, but look at this. Twitch in space is going to find Heimel here. He doesn't quite land the dissonance damage onto him. Jobero going to find Jordan B69 on the roam down, which means that they know that 5 members are converging on something around here.
All right, Hecarim mid, Sion is
and
moving
Heimel needs to back away. Twitch in space going to look for him. He does get some good damage off, but does not pull the trigger on the shockwave.
Sweaty Boy chasing along, doesn't get the W, and that's important. You know, every W matters. Every W is like a few more stacks towards your transformation.
But maybe he wants it on the specific targets.
I mean, I would imagine he wants Rost, so it feels bad that he missed Heimel, but he could be going Shadow Assassin. I don't know. We shall see. He went Warrior. That's kind of what they both usually go.
Yeah. So Jordan B69 makes his way back into the top lane, clears out some minions.
That just looked so funny. All right, so I'm Heimel looking around here.
Oh, he's going to go in on a Trillionaire, but he's only level 7. Trillionaire actually higher level than the enemy jungler right now.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's got the 2 assists, and Heimel's been doing so many ganks, he's starting to fall behind in CS quite a bit. A lot of ganks, a lot of skirmishes.
And also a lot of time used on that dragon.
Yeah, he did. It does take a long time to solo dragon, especially if you're not named
Oh, there's some EXP for the Rost. There you go.
Trading a little bit of damage onto Twitch in space there. Not hurting that much yet. Jobero still working towards that first item, whereas Orianna has completed the Ludens.
Another one. He got another one off. There's some more damage. The Decimating Smash going to come down. Soul Furnace going to be popped away. Just going to run away.
It's like, just a prank, bro.
Oh, and Heimel's here. He wants to punish him for that one. The Shadow Step has already been used, but he's going to get a Q over the wall. The Cataclysm. Oh, good flash away from his Sweaty Boy. Weensy will dodge the damage. There's the onslaught of shadows as well as the Umbral Trespass. Jordan B69 on a killing spree. Now they've got a shockwave onto Jobero as Twitch's base was caught in rotation. He's going to flash for the Twin Banks for the solo kill in the mid lane.
Wow, Jobero, yeah, both of them burning all of their summoners, and that solo kill will eventually go over to Jobero, but here comes
Jordan B69. He doesn't have the onslaught of shadows. The ignite comes down. A devastating charge as well. Jobero trying to kite, but he's ignited, and he's gonna burn to death. Jordan B69 on a rampage. All 4 kills for his team.
Yeah, this Hecarim has 100% kill participation and 100% of the kills. That teleport bot lane, he did a ton of damage, picks up the 2 kills. Up in that top lane fight, he shows up just in time to help save his top laner from I'm Heimel, picking up that kill. And then a quick roam mid lane after Jobero. I don't really even think he overstayed. He was still leaving when Hecarim showed up. That's a fast pony. It's hard to avoid him.
All right, so Heimel here. Heimel has a serious experience deficiency right now. Only level 7 compared to the enemy bottom lane, who is 1 or 2 levels higher than him.
All right, that Cloud Drake is getting pinged. Both teams have a lot of their players down here by it. Trillionaire getting a little bit.
He gets the blast cone out. Flag and Drag comes in on Trillionaire. There's the knockup. Here goes with the hero's entrance. He'll get a second knockup onto him. There's a 2-man taunt coming out from the Albinosaur. Will they finally finish Trillionaire? Depth charge comes out just before he dies. The summoner here comes out. He's ignited. He's going to go down. Leave it to Wally. Picks up the kill. The Albinosaur flashes safety. The onslaught of shadow comes in from the backup from their top laner. The Decimating Smash, but the shockwave will pull him back out. And Larcia now flashing away. Jobero's here, but he has no he does have the petrifying gaze. A Sweaty Boy gonna knock him up with the Rost that he just acquired. Blue Smite comes out. He's not gonna be able to get the slow off, and Twitch's base will pick up the kill. Jordan B69 going in. The Albinosaur trying to cover with the Justice Punch. He taunted up. He's knocked up, but they're not going to be able to pick up any kills. CL Team 6 lose 3. 2. I can count.
You said 3. I was like,
maybe let's make it a few more as the pony's coming in. He gets taunted up. He's run out of his devastating charge. A Decimating Smash comes out, but they've got Twitch and Space's back up.
That was a lot of chain CC. That was Scion stun into fully charged Galio taunt into a Caitlyn trap.
They want this. They really want this. They don't want to let him back off here. Devastating charge is available. He's going to get the onslaught of shadows, and Paladin evaporates. Jordan B69 goes unstoppable as Twitch and Space will pick up the Albinosaur. The Flag and Drag will find nobody, and Heimel doesn't have the damage with the Cataclysm to finish anyone off.
And they're still in danger.
Yeah, the tower is out. Oh, that's a knock up a dredge line. A Larcion is going to go down, and they will cleanly execute the tower dive and pick up first tower for the Oklahomies.
Gets a lot of damage onto Sweaty Boy there, but he's going to get damaged by the remaining members of Oklahomies. And Sweaty Boy's going to get away. Although Sweaty Boy might get popped by
Oh my
here.
goodness, the overstay.
Too greedy, not enough mana, not enough HP. And he's going to get picked off by Jabera, who's just waiting in the bush for him.
Yeah, really just no point in going for that one,
It's a little
I think,
greedy.
because you know Heimel's there in the area anyway.
Yeah.
Joe Barrow didn't even need to be there. He probably could have gotten caught out.
But it's okay. I mean, they end up picking up a couple kills. The tower, things are looking really good for Oklahomies. 9-3.
2 towers now.
2 towers now, you're right. 9-3, they're up 2 towers to 0. We're even in Cloud Drakes, but they're up 6 kills. All in all, they've got a solid 5k gold lead here at 18 minutes into this game. Oklahoma's playing very well, especially Jordan V69.
5-0-2, this Hecarim is a big horsey.
Big horsey indeed.
And he's soloing out the Rift Herald as we speak. Just gonna, you know, get every advantage for his team. Sweaty Boy gonna take away his own red buff.
Still just kind of cleared the jungle. Things finally calming down a little bit after a series of fights.
Yeah, Twitch and Space coming down here to try and
Trying to
stop
get
the push
this
from SEAL
tower.
Team 6,
They
but they
get
will get the tower, and they'll back away here, but here comes Tremillion there, and he's got Moby Boots. Who is he gonna go for? Nobody. He doesn't want to go that deep.
Moby Boots on Nautilus. I guess with like how
Well,
this
it's a
game is-
support Nautilus, so
I
it
know,
makes
no,
sense,
I was
right?
saying, I guess like given this game, you know, he's trying to get around the map faster for warding, trying to get some more ganks off as old Naughty Knot.
So the Rift Herald was picked up by Jordan V69. They don't need to use it top lane. They already picked up that tower. So the most likely use is that he comes into the mid lane, kills somebody instantly, and then drops the Rift Herald.
A little bit of damage. Several members starting to hover near this mid lane. Baron spawns soon. I don't think either teams are going to be like trying to contest this right when it spawns, though. I mean, I guess if they had enough of their members here all at once, then I think Oklahomies could maybe do it, or at least bait it out to try to get SEAL Team 6 to come and fight them away from any towers.
Yep. So Twitch and
got
Space
4
just wave
members
clearing in the
here,
mid lane as
looking for
Paladin and the
Twitch and Space.
Albinosaur come forward, but here comes Tremillionaire. There's the taunt being channeled just to dissuade the advance.
All right, Paladin and Twitch and Space both getting poked a bit from that exchange.
Yeah, Paladin takes a little bit of a chunk of health down, but we'll see. The Oklahomies, all 5 converging on this mid lane because I think they do want to drop that Rift Herald there if they get the opportunity. A Larcion clearing out a control ward in his own side of the jungle as he gets ready to converge as well, but Jordan V69 looking for a way in the backside. Onslaught of Shadows is a very potent tool, but that's a lot of damage onto Twitch in Space. He's down to below half just from that Piltover Peacemaker and the random bits of other poke he's been taking.
All right, we've got all 5 members here pretty much. Everyone's kind of looking for a fight, but it looks like Oklahomies decide that this is not going well for them. They're going to start sending some members off towards both the bot and top.
Whoa! Onslaught of Shadows used?
To clear the minions? Does he just really want pressure bot lane that bad? And then he leaves. And then CC Scion, so he leaves. Interesting decision. Interesting decision. I always like that in the context of League of Legends. But he's just going to ult the wave, clear him out a little bit, and then back off. It's 1/4 of the way back up. All right.
Nah.
Given how fed he is, I would really have saved that for a kill on somebody or something. Yeah. But
I'm not sure what the thought process was there, because it doesn't even clear the wave as like faster than you could press Q on him.
Yeah, it does. Like if you just E in there and start queuing, it's almost the same speed at way less cost for to yourself.
All right, but looks like again, SEAL Team 6, they're starting to push out, and Jordan V69, he's looking at something here. They have to want to fight, right? Because they got a 5-0 Hecarim.
I would imagine. He doesn't have ult, though.
All right, Heimel looking for a pick onto somebody. Tremillionaire getting some vision around. He's gonna walk through. There's a flag and drag. Not gonna get a knockup, but he is gonna get the dredge on the Paladin. Flash Cataclysm. There's a 2-man taunt coming out of the Albinosaur. Twitch is based on the backside. Shockwave only gonna find 1 target. He'll flash away. Nobody's died yet, but Twitch's base is continuing to move forward. He's got the command attack, command dissonance. If they can get some CC onto him. There's the taunt coming in. Here comes Jordan V69, but he has no Onslaught of Shadows like we talked about. But they will get the Albinosaur down in no matter. 1 for 0 so far.
Man, Feels bad when you ult minions and it means you don't get some kills.
Oh man,
But
that could have been a disaster.
He is about to have it. He does have it up again, so here he comes.
But he's grounded, and there's the Rift Herald going to be dropped as Paladin is forced to recall. A Sweaty Boy wasn't even in that fight. Paladin is ignited, and he goes down. Jordan B69 uses the Onslaught of Shadows just to pick up that kill at the end of it all, but it will mean a second tower goes down.
Yeah, and Paladin's now down for 25 seconds. I think they're going to use this opportunity.
Yeah, look, the Rift Herald is still alive. They're 5-manning down the inhib tower, and it looks like they might not stay.
Looks like they're deciding to head back. They can steal away a blue buff here. They can try to pick up this Mountain Drake potentially. And let's see how much gold they have that they need to spend.
Quite a bit.
Yeah, 4 members are sitting on, give or take, 2,000 gold.
So Mountain Drake is going to be started up, and Oklahomies are going to take that away, no problem. Heimel is in the base, just trying to buy some items, become relevant because a Sweaty Boy now level 12 compared to Heimel's level 10.
All right, we've got 4 members here about to spend, on average, 2,000 gold apiece. That's going to be a huge spike for them. They've got, it's like an 8K-ish gold lead in favor of their team. They are up a lot of kills, up 4 towers, and they're up that Earth Drake. So things aren't looking great for SEAL Team 6 at the moment. I mean, their team comp, I think, scales pretty well. I think Galio scales pretty well. These carries both scale pretty decently well. I guess Caitlyn not as well as a lot of 80 carries, but still decent. Then they've got a lot of team fight potential, but they're going to have to stall out for quite a while. Thank goodness, though, that their inhib is still alive at least. You know, a lot of pressure that would be on them had they lost that inhib during that last exchange.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the Albinosaur can't really control vision around that Baron area as it is right now. There's a control order in the back of the pit for SEAL Team 6, but that's just going to be taken away. Nobody can really face check in there, but they see Onslaught of Shadows. He goes in, but he gets taunted by the Albinosaur. Justice Punch going to come out. Paladin able to back away. Really nice taunt from the Albinosaur there.
Yeah, pretty neat interaction. So he's unstoppable, can't be CC'd during it, but as soon as it ends, if he's charmed or taunted, he will like have the remainder of the time like put on him. So you taunt him when he's using that Onslaught of Shadows.
Heimel might be caught here.
And he uses his E that he had charging when he went in.
He's going to jump onto a Larcion, but it's a tank. It's not going to be a whole lot.
There's the Conqueror coming in.
He is going to do some damage with the Conqueror, you're right. Tower is going to go down in the top lane in favor of the Oklahomies, and they're just slowly choking SEAL Team 6 out of this game. And now look at this, they're going to walk over towards the Baron. Teleport available for Jordan B69 should he need it, but he has no Onslaught of Shadows. He didn't use it already in an attempt to kill off Paladin.
Larcion clearing some minions. All right, we've got some people baiting
a push. Jordan B69 going to jump in. There's the taunt. Dredgeline not going to connect, and now they'll have to extract their support. Ooh, Justice Punch, but the Shockwave will finish him off. Jordan B69 goes godlike. There's the Unstoppable Onslaught and the Cataclysm, but they're just melting at the hands of Leave It to Wally and Twitch in space. Jordan B69 out of the fight. And Larcion, one more auto will get him the kill. Jordan B69 is actually somehow the one who picks up that kill. There's the Umbral Trespass on the Paladin. He's going to back away. Jobera very low. He's going to get the knockup, and he's going to go 1v2. Is he going to be able to finish anyone? No, Jobera sinks the fangs in. Twitch in space. Ace in the hole gonna come out. He's gonna shut him down.
Whew, 3 members go down there, along with some decent bounties at that stage of the game. What they really need is to kill Jordan B69 for that 700 gold bounty, but they'll take what they can get for now.
Yeah.
It looks like Jordan B69 is pressing for this inhibitor, but here come the newly backed members of SEAL Team 6.
Yeah, and it's just honestly very unfortunate for Oklahomies that when these big fights break out, Jordan B69 never seems to have his ultimate.
Yeah, he keeps using it, sometimes questionably, sometimes to pick up a kill or two, but when the big team fights break out, I think it would be a real big game changer, like you were saying. That just being able to like lock the enemy backline into the fight, even pushing them towards your own team potentially, could be huge, but we haven't gotten to see that come out in a team fight in some time.
Yeah. In spite of all this, he is still 804, very
sure.
tanky boy. Trinity Force, Sterex Gauge, looking to build towards Thornmail. Now Twitch in space gonna take away his own blue buff as Jordan B69 heads up to clear out that minion wave in the top lane.
They're clearing out a bit of vision. We've got 4 members of SEAL Team 6 stacked here up near the red buff.
Yeah,
Looks
Binosaur
like
gonna
he
drop the
finished
Knight's
building
Vow
one.
on
Yeah,
Paladin.
finish building that Knight's
Kills
Vow.
over Peacemaker, gonna aggro the
Trillionaire.
Baron and put some damage onto a Sweaty Boy and Trillionaire.
Trillionaire getting chunked quite a bit, losing like a third of his health.
Yeah, but SEAL Team 6, they're all over the vision of Oklahomies. They know exactly where every member of SEAL Team 6 is right now.
They keep poking this Baron to keep it aggroing whoever's in the Baron pit, trying to keep their control ward alive. They've got little traps on it. They keep poking the Baron. It's poked again.
Oh, but Twitch's base finds that shockwave onto 2! Almost eliminates Paladin from the map. There's a 2-man taunt coming out of the Albinosaur, but the Umbral Trespass will dodge the Justice Punch. Heimel just evaporates. Leave it to Wally on a killing spree. The unstoppable onslaught finds no targets as Leave it to Wally advances. Here comes Jobera looking for a petrifying gaze, but here comes Jordan Beast ignited into the back line on top of Shadows. Well, that's a good taunt, but it's not going to mean it's the same Paladin as the ignite comes out. Jordan Beast ignite goes legendary. Now the depth charge going to knock up Jobero as well as the Albinosaur on the way. Leave it to Wally on a rampage as they will charge in. A double kill for Jordan Beast 69, and then Larcion looks on as his team dies around him.
Wow, and with that, almost everybody who can actually stop them is dead. Larcion, the only one standing. He doesn't have ult. He's not particularly fed or anything. He's not going to be able to do much. It looks like they want to take the inhib, though, and back off. They don't have minions, so that makes sense. And it looks like they might just be going for Baron and Infernal here.
Yeah, the Oklahomies went for the split-up gang after they left.
All right, looks like they're sending most of their team towards the Baron. Meanwhile, Hecarim has gone to steal this blue buff and might join them, might go for Infernal Drake.
Yeah, Heimel's here. He's got his Flag Dragon, he's got Smite, but he's 2 levels down compared to Sweaty Boy. That Baron has gone down so fast, he's gonna get into the pit. It's not secured. Sweaty Boy is the one who gets it, and they will now walk back to their base. Infernal Drake started up and taken by Jordan B69 as an extra cherry on top.
Yeah, that was quite close, actually. Somebody smited it and had like 154 health remaining or something. Very close call there, but it does end up going over to Sweaty Boy. Heimel isn't able to get the seal, and now they have Baron buff, 3 dragons, a immense gold slot. There's a lot of gold. And with that inhib down in the mid lane, it looks like they're just going to start grouping up and kind of shoving their lead in their Baron buff down SEAL Team 6's throats. Like it's gonna be tough for them to fight back at this point. Sivir as well as I think Sivir's pretty good with Baron buff. You can just walk up, clear a wave in 2 seconds, and then bam, just keep on moving.
Yeah, and Larcion and Heimel hanging around. Heimel is just so squishy comparatively speaking. He's down a lot of base stats due to being level 11 at this point in the game. The lowest level in the game tied with his support.
Yeah, he's been really trying to help his team out in all these fights, and he hasn't just spent enough time getting camps. He's really fallen behind in XP.
Yeah, now they're just gonna bully their way in as Heimel just takes about half of his HP as Sweaty Boy comes in, gets a knockup onto Larcion, and it's just gonna be a little bit of damage. I don't think they're gonna go for anything too deep here, but it is half of his health.
All right, and they've got
Dredgeline gonna connect. It is gonna be onto a Larcion who's already low and he has to flash away. The Albinosaur taunting on Jordan B69. There's the Justice Punch coming out. He's gonna get grounded and Paladin is gonna try and lay in some auto attacks, but Oklahomies are just pushing their way into the base. The second inhibitor will fall.
The second inhibitor is down. They have 2 cannon minions in this wave, if I'm not mistaken. Jordan B69 taking the Baron buff up to this top wave, also as a cannon minion. Looks like the rest of his team is following. They're going to leave those other minions behind. They want to go for this 3rd inhibitor.
Oh, goodness. This is going to be very... Oh, Onslaught of Shadows. He's going to go in just to push Jobero away to help his team secure it. But Paladin gets caught by the Dredgeline. He's Guardian Angel. The Shockwave comes in from Twitch in space. He's going to get a few members, but Paladin pops back up on the Guardian Angel. He's not going to be able to do anything. Twitch in space finishes him off. A Sweaty Boy in the back line. He's doing damage onto Jobero as a Larcion getting slowly shredded, as well as Heimel. Leave it to Wally doing enough damage as a Sivir to finish him off. The ace for 2 in favor of Oklahomies, and now they're going to finish off this game.
And what was honestly looking like a kind of close fight really fell apart when Leave It to Wally just like removed Heimel from the game. He had like about half his health, and it was like 2 or 3 autos, and it just killed him. He doesn't have a lot of armor from the base stats, doesn't have any gold. He just kind of fell behind in gold and XP. Was a very squishy boy. Yeah. He was able to get down some CC and things in the team fight and get a resurrect from that Guardian Angel, but you can...
So that will be the Oklahomies taking the victory over SEAL Team 6. Again, not Siren.
Not Siren, yes.
That is going to be the Oklahomies taking the victory over SEAL Team 6, and that will secure them the number 4 seed from Shadow Isles. So,
yeah,
we know our top 4 teams from the Shadow Isles. It'll be number 1 seed TLM, Face Like Armageddon. Number 2 seed, UXR.
Unnecessary roughness.
Unnecessary Roughness. I wanted to say Unlucky Retribution. No Apologies at number 3, and number 4 will be the Oklahomies. So stay tuned. We do have Bilgewater coming up almost directly after this, and we'll see who those 4 teams will match up with in the quarterfinals. Thank you all for watching. I'm not Cyrene.
I'm not Siren. Alex, not Siren too.
yeah, that's me. So we'll be back very shortly with the
Bilgewater.
five.
It's 5, I believe.
5 Bilgewater games.
4. It's 4.
4 Bilgewater games.
VRM surrender, I believe.
So in any case, thank you all so much for watching, and we hope to see you in just a little bit. Cool. Okay.